Hello? Did I scare you? Welcome, welcome. I don't know, I think it's gonna hit with an ad in a minute. Quick! See that Firefly and Ofix chilling out in chat. What's up? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. What happened was we kind of ended last stream in a little bit of a in the middle of something, as you know, if I get started the rewrite. Oh no! Oh, Vic, you're leaving already. Oh, sorry. He said be right back. I'm sure he'll be right back. Right. Cause yeah, we got some stuff to do today. Very important things to do. In other news, I was trying to, I don't know if anyone remembers from last stream, but I was trying to make it so that the clip that you're hearing right now play in the background would automatically mute when I switch scenes, and I couldn't figure it out in like the 5 minutes I had before going live. So I'm just gonna mentally remember to mute it. Or at least hope I do. I probably will. Hopefully. The fact that I've said it out loud now, I better. You know, like I must remember. I'm gonna force myself to remember. But we'll see. Okay. Oh, and also, so I'll continue my thought my thought about last time. Basically, OFX to a compiler, they were digging into the weeds of it as OFX was converting stuff. Infinite Coder was working on a highlighter because it's kind of a different language. It's weird. It's a mix of languages, so to get the right syntax highlighting, it took a little bit. But I believe they have it now. I just gotta make sure I have that installed. Yep, found it. Huge. I have it. Let's go. Let's hope that my my plugins actually restart, or extensions restart. Boom. This is huge. You're back. Alright, Ofek, what's up? Welcome back. Basically, I was just kind of describing how we were coding stuff, and I don't think you've pushed anything to GitHub, right? Not until like we fully remap everything. I'm gonna turn the music down here more. At least I looked at the GitHub to see what I could get. I know you put the compiler on its own. Yeah, okay. So I'm guessing I'm just gonna hop back on your share probably, and we'll continue. Oh yeah, we were. Did Infinite Coder ever finish the regex? I think we're talking about other regex stuff. I should go back to the link because we were cooking on a regex. Let me go find it. Let me pop this open. I don't really remember what else was going on here. It looks, I believe he added stuff to it. I think so. Here. Did you see what Infinite Coder did? I saw that the highlighter, the syntax highlighter, I actually just got the extension. So I'm good there. I will have my syntax highlighted, which is massive. Here, let's see if I could do this correctly. And then this. And then this is the old bad code, the EU code. And then here's what I have with the regex currently. But I don't know if this actually, I don't know if he updated this. It kind of looks like it. Like I don't remember all these groups. But let's see. Did we also work on this? The old code is more pretty, just less potent. Are you saying that the new stuff doesn't look as pretty? It's okay. What works better is what works better, not what looks better, right? Something like that, maybe? Who knows? I will say we might hit a little gap of people who want to work on it but only know data pack stuff and don't really know the Java stuff. And I'm totally not referring to myself, but that's what learning is, right? Okay, I'm trying to look to see where the first use of this is so I can double check it's actually working. It's like at the very top. Should be somewhere around here. Right? This first one was, yeah, further down. Here it is. For 6 indent. Kind of skipped this 4 though. I mean, code is way more than just having an indent. Way more. I mean, the fact that we're able to construct it with a regex, I mean, it's obviously not the most complex thing. It's just a wrapper. I don't know. I don't think it's too bad. I think some of the like the declaring every function beforehand thing, maybe. I know that you were upset about it, or like not the happiest with it. I forget what it's called. For declaration or something like that. That might be something we look into changing. Saying we like I'm the one programming anything. I think in this case the regex just waited until there was no indents. I don't know why it stopped so early. Oh, I see why. Well, you don't know if they had the for declaration. You don't know if there's a way around it. Yeah, I know you guys were looking into like primitive types or something. I was reading it. Doesn't mean I understood it. I'll tell you that. I think the issue here is that group 2 is only 2 indents and not all 6, and then it was looking for when there was no longer 2 indents, and it found it pretty quickly. I forget which one's the second capture group. This one? Wait, why is it only checking for 2 indents? This is the greedy. Where's group 2? Oh. Isn't that weird? So the second group is like just the oh, I guess it's supposed to be everything or like including the next 2 indents or something, and then the third group is supposed to be any amount. Right, but that's just not working right here. Do you see this? This group is not long enough. I mean, group 3 is empty. So I don't know if this is the regex that Infoco finished, or if they even really touched it afterwards. That's a good question. Anyway, Ofek, did you want to share the code again, so we can continue compacting? I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure out the regex really. I mean, we're kind of close, but at the same time, it's not the most thing. Or like, if we, we can. Obviously, we don't want to hard code it, but at the same time, we could probably convert it all before I figure out the regex on my own. So, I'm willing to do it. I was just trying to see if we could do this as a shortcut, but if we didn't finish it, then it's fine. I set the link. Oh, am I blind? Oh! Okay. No, wait, you just sent it. We're good. We're good. No, you're not blind? Okay, good. I forgot. Did that leak anything because it was showing my browser? Who knows? Now you get the good stuff. Boom. We're back. We're back into it. Install Hey, I saw it. I saw it run. Oh, that just leaked your path. I didn't think they did that. Let me trust the workspace real quick. I think that just leaked your entire path. Hey, I'm here. Dependencies? We can do this now? Oh. This is sick. Okay, I'm gonna take a peek around, see what else has been updated. This is crazy that we're setting variables equal to functions. This is crazy to like think about, but it makes sense. Because then returning things makes sense, you know. These dependencies aren't data pack dependencies. These are, yeah, those were your what is it called? Just npm dependencies, yeah, the dependencies for the compiler or something along those lines. I figured that a data pack wouldn't need dependencies. You know, the final product. Oh, speaking of which, I should hit the start recording button, huh? It's okay. I remembered it this time. Can't say the same about the other times. Alright. Ooh, so export is kind of new to me. Is this just what it returns? Or is this... Oh. What is available from other files? Oh, okay. I see. This is important. Whoa. So yeah, you forward declared, and then you clean this part up. Yeah. So it'll be named. If you didn't, it wouldn't be named. It'd still be anonymous. Okay. Good to know. Copy paste doesn't work for you? You want me to copy paste? Let's see if it works for me. No, you got it. Okay, you're good. Figured it out. It's funny that this is an error, but it's only mine. So, okay, writing this is the same. Okay. Oh, gotcha. So if we do it, we name it the same as the variable itself. Okay. Yeah. This is the variable, this is the file, and then this just is the same but less. The name of the function in the game is... Okay. So it uncapitalized and put underscores. Is that something you set, or... Is this something the compiler does by itself? Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Can't have capitals, gotcha. And then you made it add spaces instead. This is good. This is good learning moments. Okay. Join units. So then these are all becoming functions when we set the first jump. I mean, this is all just regular code. Pretty much. Here. Just anonymous functions for these ones. They use the same context. I'm just double checking everything pretty much and just like understanding it. This makes sense. You know, while I'm here in this part of the code, I don't know if you noticed this effect, but whenever someone reloads, they get sent to like a new lane, which is fine, except when they get sent back again after a second reload, the lane isn't reset. Which is weird. We'll have to look into it. Okay. Because I noticed it too. It's the only reason why in my world every other reload the warper was just there because it wasn't deleting it. I didn't hard code anything. I just placed the structure there and it just kept itself. Which is funny. Oh, look at this new references. Raccoon John, hey, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Today I get to learn JavaScript, as it's now Infinite Parkour has been thrown into it. Against my will. No, I'm kidding. It's better. It's just funny. And then these are references to variables that were set in util, right? And then this let you import it right here. Yeah, I'm learning. Util, no transform is just an empty transformation. Boom. Okay. I'm figuring stuff out. So wait, what else is he rewriting right now? Oh yeah, and we also never did that. It's okay, we don't need to right now. Oh, you're just renaming files? And then adding it up to the top. Okay, I'll help with that then. Set distance score. Oh, how's it going? Hi, Sergio. How are you doing today? I've like I told Raccoon John, I've been forced into the JavaScript world, but it's good. I keep saying forced, but I did say yes. The theme was nice. Oh yeah, only the best. The best OSTs. Let me keep on scrolling here. Did you get all of them? Oh, you got all of them. Should I do this other files the same type of effect? Right now, we're forward declaring all of the functions in this string, and then cleaning up the code because we can switch that. Ooh, indents. Yay. Do you want to do the same to this one? This is not a function? Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. Wait. This is a function that returns an anonymous function. One that you don't want named. Okay. Well, like the variable's name, but the function isn't. Or something like that. That's because you reference it later, right? I'm trying to see. Yeah, down here in here where you insert, yeah, where you insert all the info that you need. Oh, you don't name them because they get like auto renamed for each one. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get it. And you kept that one in the const format. You don't name anonymous functions because they're going to get renamed anyway. Pretty much. Okay. I'm learning. This is working. Let's go see what else we got going around. Index, you haven't really touched. That's that thing. Player saver, I think you've done already. And look how small it is now. This is crazy. So, what are you doing right now? Let me look. Okay, I'm here. Sorry, I was going on a tangent. I'm back. You can focus me, by the way. Oh, anonymous A. Okay, so you made A all anonymous functions. So all anonymous functions will be named mcf dot the file name and then anonymous or I'm guessing this increments. Okay, and that's why it's an I. Okay, I see what you mean. So it's just they get lumped into an anonymous folder. And you do that by defining it here, kinda. And then you put an A here instead of MCF. Okay. Is this what makes it a folder? Like, this declaration makes it the anonymous folder? Yeah, because it's, oh, okay. Is it like a hard-coded thing, or is anything that was, yeah, like, okay. Yeah, okay. Anything that gets coloned and then, like, assigned goes into a folder. I see. Interesting. Just shorter. Right. Which is the perk. That's what we like. We like things tiny. Did you actually want to make this into a separate thing? Sorry, I keep grabbing him while he's busy. Want to make, like how you did lobby tick colon lobby tick? Was this intentional, or are you just showing me this? Oh, just showing you the syntax. Okay, I'll reset. Boom. But yeah, if I don't feel bad if you ever need to click focus participants to bring me over to wherever you're looking at, because you could just hit that button and yoink me at any point. It's tiny, but it's up there. I don't want to move you if you're doing something. I'm never doing anything important. Don't worry. Okay, I know what that does. This is our tick function. This tick function sucks. As in, like, it's just kind of random stuff. And we could probably move everything out of it at some point. I like how I think this comment has no context anymore. Yeah, wait. What is this comment here for? Oh. It's just is the high score team. Do we use that anymore? Do we use the teams anymore? We're missing our load function here. I'll make something. I'll be helpful. Node.js. I probably asked you for permission for me to make that. It's not in the right folder. There we go. let's crank open the old load function and get it going. Grab you. What's clean? Oh, this is the one you're starting. Oh yeah, this is just what removes everything. Okay. Never mind. I think I could shorten this. Oh, that's funny. Const is getting highlighted, so it's thinking it's a real value. That's funny. Okay. So obviously I have to do some things here at the beginning, like this import line. I'm just gonna steal from yours. What else do we need? We just set a folder name. This is the best way for me to learn. Have you ever thought that maybe the solution to the trolley problem is double and give it to the next person? No, it's never the solution. You're just gonna double it every time. It's gonna come back around. There's never any rule that it can't come back. Is that the idea that you're gonna give it an infinite loop of adding more people? Oh wait, what if it just gets everyone and there's no one left to double it to? Okay. We set up a new folder. This is huge. What else does he do that's useful? We set. Oh, okay. We then set the folder equal to all the functions we need. Boom. This is big. Then we just start naming stuff. So one thing he does is he makes the folder function reference them all. I'm guessing this is so they run in order. I think the interest of the trolley problem is to show how far we are utilitarians. So by curiosity, I give it to the next person for sure. Because we won't rationalize that killing one person is better than killing 5 people. Or something like that. Because like then the whole idea is like, well, what if we change it and so we eventually make you want to kill 5 people? Maybe can you not select text? Maybe that's the issue. Wait. Oh, you can't copy. What do you need me to copy? I can copy this to there. Okay. That's weird. Should we ever actually? Oh, you're doing exactly what I was thinking of doing, where you set a variable to a list and then you're able to run it for every single one here. There's so much variant with weird things like Mars Hospital. I've seen some of those, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if I could do what he's doing here, but in load. Let's see if we could do it. So I need to do board. Let's do objectives. Right, and then we need to bracket stuff. Start by converting all to functions and then shoring it instead of this backwards thing I'm doing. My bad. I'm trying to see if let's see how well I remember the syntax from memory. I need these though. It's like that. Yeah. Right? Possibly? It's just, oh god, did I get the syntax wrong? Yeah, there's no need for these brackets. I'm just being extra. Okay, well, I know this one. Can you modify the code to work with the new version of the compiler? Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Pretty much. But it also lets us do a lot of cleanups because there's a lot of repetitive stuff we can redo. Okay, so we gotta set scoreboard objectives. This new one in your. Although technically we'll take that out, but you know. This is also repetitive. We could cook this up easily. You're right. Trust me, the music does not change too much. Well, I guess I can keep these commented. These are old team. We don't need these anymore. You know what? No. Gone. Okay. I'm figuring stuff out here. So then down here, this will be where we sell the scoreboard players. And all we have to do is really just set, is that the wrong in tab thing? Yeah, it's this one. Maybe when I used the wrong one. There we go. We'll do the game rules. I'm probably really great at naming stuff. I could do this so much better if I just highlight and press this. Oh wait, why are those? Oh, I don't like that. I want this on the new the bottom line. I want this up on the top line. We'll do the game rules there. Did we use some of these teams? Let's move these around. Hold on. Let's do all the ads up top. Do we use the color team still? I think OFEC did those. I don't remember. Anyway, let's split these. And then we have collision rules split here. Or for the highlight in the editor. Oh yeah. That's also what this one's used for, but for the slime. But yeah, it's weird. This one needs a collision rule for the slime. That's weird. Okay. We still do use those then. Good. I think next we want to add all the teams. We can pretty much organize this entire load function to just be like a bunch of lists, you know, like we'll just make it so we only have to modify a couple lists and then it'll automatically like sort the rest of these. So let's do one called add teams and select it like this. Okay, that just completely wrecked. And I can't control Z right now. What do you mean I can't control Z? Can I undo? Can I right click? I might need to reveal the bottom of my screen. Is this undoing your changes, OFEC? This might be a problem. Uh-oh, did I just undo all your changes? It's confusing. Okay. Was yourself just erasing as I was working on it? They're back. Sorry. You know what? Wait. Okay. It's just 'cause I hit shift. I'm gonna manually place these. So never taking anyone's words for shortcuts ever again. And teams set team color. Let's not touch the same file. Yeah. Were you in here as well? I didn't notice if you were. Oh, you were? Oh. And I was just, you were trying to speak and I was just undoing. I said we can merge, load, and clean. Ooh. Yeah, you're right. Although, well, yeah, because you could just still call them differently. Because the names of this. Oh, I see what you mean. We could just throw everything that was in clean at the bottom of the load. But let's do it later. Yeah, okay. First, let's make it work. Making it work would be is kind of an important step now that I'm thinking about it. Game mode. I'm making sure I'm keeping the naming consistent. I'm good. This one's a weird, like, data case where we just make sure player data is not empty. I'm guessing we still need that. So everything down here is a little weird. I think this is, oh yeah, I kind of remember this now. Yeah, this is so that if you're already in free play and you reload, you stay in free play. And then this is if you're in the editor, you stay in the editor. And then if you just get teleported in, you force load your chunk and place a barrel in. Shouldn't this be in the lane code? Or like the free play code? Or is it only on reload? And then obviously we load our base packs and then say finish loading. Which, by the way, load base packs could go in here now. I think we only didn't do it because load base packs was dirty. Oh yeah, look, clean load is just run clean, run load. Let's go look at load base packs. Yeah, this is the reason why we didn't do that, because this is just tons of raw data. Well, it is now because of 0.2, but we don't talk about 0.2. Why are there all these plus signs? But yeah, kind of forgot about that. Add time, no. Okay, this next part is gonna be a little interesting. This section is going to be. I'm yawning. No. I guess this is just like set everything up. Like, what is it called? I don't want to call it setup, but like it's more like it keeps players in the same locations. We'll call it return player. That makes sense. That's only kind of like this section. Sorry, this section. Ghosty, real. The best part is when this one would play when some like crazy stuff was happening. Oh, we commented this out. I don't even remember when this would run. Well, now you're shoved to the bottom. And then this and this just need to run at some point. Although probably be better if this was up here, and I'll place this up here. And these kind of all like set up data, so we're gonna call it that. Look at that. I like how I just modified command modification block limit, even though we probably won't use this anymore. In fact, I'll remove it. We won't need it. There we go. Okay. Anyway, now I gotta add it up here, I believe. Or what's really the next step? I have to kind of like separate some of this data into lists to like make the compiler write these lines for me because they're repetitive. Go for it. Yeah, no, that's definitely what I want to do. I think it'd be good. Well, okay. You can help if you want, because otherwise I'd just be looking at your stuff to see what to do. Okay, so you're making an array. I recognize this. Const is funny. Yeah. Whoa, copy paste is crazy. He did the multi-line. And then he's macroing them in through n? Map. N approaches, or n in here. Dot join, and then it adds a new line after each of them. Is a function of this thing? Oh, it's a mapping. It's n to everything afterwards. Oh. Mapping equals a function here. Okay. So how does it know to use... Oh, no, because it's constant at the beginning. Okay. So it's like, this is where it's stored, dot, insert it into where n is for each of n, and then it joins the line after each one. Are you gonna compile it? What are my laptop is so insanely laggy today. Have you been doing all your modding, Sergio, on your laptop today? Could be contributing. You want to share your screen? I think if you request to speak in the channel, you could. Let's go. I'll fix here. You did close everything? Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm guessing if you don't want me to share this to everyone, but I can if you want me to. Oh, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you made a thing that shows you everything it outputs? Whoa. It made it in an array. This is a browser. Oh, the browser just does it. Oh, in the console. It's a console command. Oh, because it's just a JavaScript. Yeah. Wait, that's crazy. Each element, yeah, it maps each element in the array. I see. And then when you do join new line, it'll put each on their own line. Or oh, it combines into one string. Oh, join puts them together, and then you could add whatever you want between them. I didn't know you were going to stream today. That's a secret, guys. See, no one ever does. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Oleg's currently showing me how JavaScript works, which is pretty cool. I was watching, don't worry. So, join is what goes in between whatever, you know, you have looping over and over, and then you decide to put a new line. Delimiter, as it's called. Learned that term today. The required extension is not needed. Stop freaking out. What's it called? Java or VS Code. Oh my god, VS Code's freaking out on me. It took me forever to remember the name for some reason. I'll keep chat open. Okay. So I just need to turn all of these commands out here into this. You gotta do your Duolingo. Okay. And your other one, Lingvano. Never heard of that one. I'm gonna just use this to make the other ones. So I just need to change this to team. Add. This could be the scoreboard name. We'll do the scoreboards because it's more complicated. Okay, I can do the teams though. So some of these we gave custom names to, and some of them we didn't. I don't really know if we even need them. I kind of just don't think we'll. I think I'll just remove the custom names entirely. Because we don't really need them. So yeah, this should automatically start. I don't know if I have to change this letter though, because you already use them. I'll have to change this part. I need this to be the team names. Call this teams then, and then let's just define that. Starting to get it. It could be equal to an array. And then this will just be the names of all of them. Issue is I did just remove all of them, so I don't remember. Well, actually, we just have them listed down below anyway. High score. Parkour players, this is true. The autofill is correct. We have yellow, green, dark green. We have editor. I feel like we're missing one though. No red. I think this is right. I'm guessing that the complicated part about the scoreboard ones is that, or the scoreboards up here, is that there's two different things to input. Because we have like separate names and stuff that we need to keep. And this method at least is only inserting one thing. N. So I know how to use that. Which also might become a problem here because we have color that needs to be mapped with names. key pairs, huh? You know, what does key pairs sound like? Sounds like a dictionary to me. I'm getting ideas. Because obviously I just need to tell the code here what color goes with what. At least with set team collisions, I'm just gonna set all of them to never collision rule never. Because I mean, we already do. We were just missing some of the color ones. So let's put it here. Actually, do modify. You're back. Welcome back. I'm getting ideas for the reason why you said that the scoreboards were too complicated. It was probably because you need to insert 2 different values, and then it got me thinking about dictionaries. Is that what you're gonna have to do something like that? Because we'll have to do it down here with set team color, where we define like this value to this value. How are you gonna do it? Because right now the current method is only like 1. Take inspiration. Yeah, I'll need that. Up here. New constant. Yep. So he's copying the name here. Oh, I think he's probably just gonna throw it in here. Okay. Move that first part. Colons. I've seen these before. Throwing in the text. Key pairs. Boom. Who would have thought? I knew. Entries. Whoa. Object entries. Are these all objects now? Boards. Dot map. Name. Common display. Those are the 2 things being inserted. Object entries will turn into an array. Turn that data into an array. Or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. It turns them each individually into arrays. Or an array of entries. I love the way that I'm naming everything wrong. Okay. And then you're able to reference name and display right there. Okay, this is not hard. This is a destructor. Whoa. Now we're sounding serious. So you've set hello equal to A and B equal to worlds. Okay. Oh, you made an array and then assigned each value in the array to a variable through destructing. And that's exactly what you're doing here by assigning these variables to positions in different arrays as you iterate. I'm starting to get it. Array of entries, we call this function, and then it will give name and display based on the entry. Yep. Yep, and then it says these are variable references, it will insert this in. Yep. That's huge. So, down here, with my teams array, not array, my teams list here, I'd actually want to turn these into something like that. Cinnamon, hi Cinnamon, how are you? They're in the Twitch. She's there, she's chilling. Ofex teaching me JavaScript. Do all teams have no collisions? Yeah, that's why I quickly just turn that into this. There's no teams that have collisions, I should say. Originally, we assigned high score parkour players and infar editor to no collisions, and we didn't touch the other ones. I'm so sorry for both of you. Yeah, Cinnamon, it's getting tough, so doesn't really matter. Yeah, Ofeg, I mean, everything kind of just doesn't collide already. Which is why I was able to do this. So, okay, in theory, if I assign the color in here, like into key pairs like we did up here, can I still reference the beginning half using this code down here? Is that chill? Okay. Then I know what I'm doing. Oh, you just still have to, you just don't reference it. Oh wait, can you do team colors as you add them? I didn't know that. No, yeah, that one that you're editing was just the one to add the teams. You don't gotta worry about that. The colors are below that. Oh, you're gonna do both at the same time. You can do collision roll at the same time as well. Okay, high score is gold. Dark green's dark green. I didn't read that one, Ofec, before you deleted it, but I hope it was nothing terribly important. Thank you. Parkour players is yellow. Infar yellow is yellow. Don't tell me you're gonna get it before I finish it. Look, I had it all. Unbelievable. Well, there is one major difference that you already have it in single quotes, so we'll use yours. Okay, and then you made a double ending. Oh. Unbelievable. Okay, well, we can do collision roll right here. So I'm just gonna, and then change this. And then we can compact this down. Oh, no, we need this one. Breaking it. No, we don't. We don't need these. Right? Yeah, we're good. No? Which one? Wait, which one does that one belong to? It belongs to this one. Okay, we're good. I got lost. There's the indentation. Now we're good. This is a broken one still, by the way. These function references aren't, I don't think, still gonna work. Or we can tear them out at least. Yeah, no, this bottom one is. My bad. But this is storage, so this will still work. Alistair, hi. Welcome to stream. How are you today? I'm great. I'm learning JavaScript, which may or may not be a good thing. No, it's a good thing. I've learned a lot. I'm good. Also, no. Is it bad? That's the second time I've been told to stay away. No, we're good. So, here's the question: do we keep load base back separate, or do we bring it over? It's just the only thing is it's just a lot of numbers, a lot of data. That means less streams of videos, and you're bad as it is. Hey. The last rocket video is already recorded. Or all the rocket videos was already recorded. Load base packs was an automatically generated function. No, I'm not so sure about that. Because if you go there, you'll find, I think this is just the straight up data that we used for the jump packs. For like the 2 that we wanted to give them by default. Oh. Well, you know what's the best part about that, Ophic, is that the second time around when I wanted to add 0.2, I did it manually. It was a nightmare to get that data copied to my clipboard. But I figured it out. I think I used a mod that let me copy MBT data. And then I had to like display it through Telraw. And it was a whole thing. But it is there. Maybe, you know what? That could be the reason why we have bugs still. Is because that data never got taken correctly. Maybe. It's possible. But 0.2 was so worth it. We're getting close to copying everything? Really? Except the... Oh, the editor. Oh. The editor is a beast of its own. Wow, you did pretty much everything else while I was fumbling here on load. It's just 5 to 6 files. Some of them have some heft to them. No, I get what you mean. The holograms is the thing I'm terrified of. But like the math, to be fair, we just keep all the math there. Like you already did all the painstaking math. Like forever ago. The math to get the blocks to place down with rotations. Oh no! Don't even get me started. Oh, by the way, will return player work properly? Because there's some missing indents here. Cinema, don't blame yourself for that. Nothing you could have done. And also, I'm not like I'm the fastest person ever. Okay. I learned how to do these, so I have to do these now, right? Oh. I'll let Ophic do what he's doing. You find the original. I found the original, so we'll be sure about the indentation. I'm taking the bully, work hard enough as is. Well, I'll never admit it. You can't get me to. Can't force me. The indentation was here, by the way. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I hit my mic. Everyone just gets jump scared. Okay. We just anonymous these now. And oh, do I remember this? Do I remember the syntax? Then these. You do a good job and you have an amazing work ethic. Shut up. No, not true, not true. You gotta make sure to refer to all the functions before. Yeah, we haven't touched that part yet. Up here. In the folder. I've only done the one. But oh wait, no, wait. These are all inside a function, right? So this won't matter. Wait, I'm confused now. Cause I don't think, well, cause like this is written in the old compiler syntax, so I think we have to redo them. And he's doing the anonymous. Okay, we got it. Dollar sign. This thing, A, this, that, this, and then copy this part. Grab, throw, here. Got it. Figuring it out. I'm kind of trying to take this opportunity when we look back at stuff to like rewrite things, but at the same time, some of this can't be fixed. Even working with me directly, which I even silent. Well, I feel like some of the quietness from like editors and stuff like that is just because I don't even know. We were kind of deep in the weeds. Better not rewrite things yet. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Mainly, we're looking for like just like optimizations and repeats and repeating stuff. Pretty much, yeah. Figuring out a new format is hard, you know. Especially when like things are a little lot different than before. We went from literally just recording like maximum 40 minutes of footage for a video to just having 24 hours. And that was that. Yeah. Not easy. Alright, where did Dofik run off to? He's probably in a different file that isn't saved. Lane? I think he's in lane. Found him. Can't run from me. Alright, I'll help you. Although we should probably, he did tell me to work in a different file than him, so he kind of wants me to run. That and the 15 crash renders, not the CPU. The heat is not helping. Okay, you're doing lane right now. What's a different one I should do? We did jump pack. We need to do jump pack. We'll do jump pack. You should post that image fan in the den. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, show them the hard work that needed to be done to get that last video out. Because the setup had to experience some interesting modifications. Here we go. It was the only way. Some will say. Oh, this looks interesting. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Incrementing numbers. My favorite. Okay. Oh, did I ever insert the things at the top of jump? Or not jump, lane, or yeah, jump, right? Wait, which one did we do? I haven't even touched jump yet. We just did load. Did I ever insert the things at the top of load? No. Okay, I'm gonna go do that now. Do we need, I think it's scoreboard objectives first. Then scoreboard players. I don't think this is actually in order though. Then we gotta do add teams. I think instead of forward declare, I'm just gonna forward declare at the end, which is like kind of backwards. Something like that. A new power supply and more fans have been ordered, so it'd be less of a problem. Wink. Is it ever gonna be less than or a better problem? Is anybody following me? You're my last one to 50! Whoa! We got all 50! Which means I have access to VIP. That's funny that you're the last follow. Yo! I don't know if I have access to that immediately. I think so. I honestly, though, you honestly thought I followed you like 2 months ago? Who knows? It's been a while. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying one right now. I think I need at 7 ends. Unable to add VIP? Okay, so I don't have it unlocked yet. No, they haven't given it to me yet. Unfortunate. They should. They might as soon as I end the stream. Unbelievable. Well, thanks to everyone, all 50 of them, for showing up. at some point or another. I want to reset the stream, and I'm not gonna do it now. I only got like an hour and 45 left anyway, so next stream I can start handing out VIP. Also, more emojis. I got email. I think more emojis are available, and maybe do I have all of them yet? No, I'm still missing my tier 2 and 3. Unless yeah, but we got some good ones. Like WoW is not available. Twitch follows you randomly. Make sure to follow ATM. No, yeah, the credit card info and 3 numbers on the back. I thought you were about to just say everyone spam DM BCG. Oh yeah, no, it makes it. Twitch unfollows you randomly, so make sure you check that you have followed. I hate that. Everyone's just lying. Everyone's lying, and they're all aware of it. They can't hide from me. We all know the truth. Add teams. We need to do setup data, return player. Something like that. What are you adding? Right now, I am taking all the functions that were in load and make sure they run properly, and then I'm gonna rewrite to the jump pack function. Unless you're talking about the stream in which I am gonna add VIP. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. After add teams, we have setup data. Do I do setup data first? I think so. I cannot tell if it's a lie or not, as I swear I was finding like 15 ending games and you can't find any of them. I know it's not a lie because I had 300 people subscribed, and it was every person I remember subscribing to when I went through and removed some. So I never lost any of mine. Maybe you unsubscribed. Or like fat fingered unsubscribed. Without you even knowing. That happened on my when I was listening to music. It would just start disappearing on my playlist, and I had no idea why until I found out I like fat fingered my watch. 15 people. You know, depends on how long you've been subscribed though. You never know. Or different account. There's a lot of different things. Solar flare even. I can't be the judge. I can't. You never know. You never know. I'm gonna gaslight you into thinking you misremembered everything. No, you didn't subscribe to those people. No, you never even watched their videos. It was all a dream. Whose videos are you talking about? I don't even know those people. Okay. I think this is all good. And I'm actually calling these now. Back to jump pack. Hey, look, OFX starting to do the things I was doing over here. Unbelievable. Random particle from Andromeda just hit Twitch servers and removed a bunch of subscriptions. So check if you have your Twitch Prime. No. Come on, guys. We all need to check our Twitch Prime. No. You never know. Although that particle from Andromeda is about to start an ad right now. Oops. Wasn't me. That was the Twitch servers. Boom. So I swear it wasn't me. Officers, you have the wrong guy. Okay. What's next? Oh, you did these at the same time? Or are you just exporting all the... Oh, yeah, we need to export all these anyway. I get what you're doing. You're right. You're right. Are you going to make total page, total pack, into one thing? More... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because I see a little incrementing number over here on the right. I wonder if you could do this all in one line. Yeah, nice. Yeah, look at this. Ugh. Solar flare hitting my iPhone 6. I left my nights for 13 years just to subscribe from all of the 300 sub channels I sub to. You never know. I mean, to be fair, they do kind of make it a big deal whenever a solar flare does happen, so you might have known. But you didn't remember the phone. You didn't remember the iPhone, so. I think I have an original iPod just sitting around somewhere. So, is this file from editor? Wait, is it this guy? No, this jump pack isn't from the editor like right now, but like this stuff is probably only used in the editor. You're making a good point right now. To get the rows in the pages. You're making a good point right now. Pick block is the one we definitely need. Oh, wait. Maybe it was used here to randomize between them all? Because it was able to pull them all out of the rows and the pages. Because that's kind of how you pack the data in, right? What even is a solar flame? The sun just sends bombs directly to us sometimes. Yeah, no, the sun hates us. We're so mean to the sun that it just comes out with its big long arm and it's like, pow! No more. It's so mean. The sun's so mean. Mars doesn't do anything like that. You know? Our neighbors. This is just like SMP-001. Uh-oh. I'm not up to date on my SCPs. You know, I found that like forever ago when I was like really young, and I thought they were all real. But the sun hates us. Be grateful it's not SCP when the day breaks. Isn't there one about like the sun dying, and then someone made like a whole ARG like story on Twitter about it? Cause I've seen that one. Something like that. Jack's over on the Discord. Hi, Jack. How are you today? They're all real though. Hey, none of that. None of that. We're not doing that today. Hello, Flaming. How are you today? Everyone's coming by for this stream, as I'm sitting here just talking and OFX doing actual programming. How are you today? Can't join stream today. PE exam tomorrow. Jack, good luck to you. I appreciate you still popping by, though. When the day breaks, sun just decided it doesn't turn anything alive into some amalgam. Oh. Just like through radiation. It's crazy. The sun is sending crazy radiation, and no one's trying to stop it. I'm guessing OFXing is almost done. The compiler is pretty much fully done. It's up on GitHub now, and this thing's pretty cracked. This is using JavaScript, so there's a little bit of a little higher skill, what's it called, curve, because you have to know a little bit of JavaScript, but it's not too bad so far. I also have to get used to the new syntax, but yeah. And also Infinite Coder made syntax highlighting. Isn't it beautiful? Not autocomplete yet, but syntax highlighting. It's awesome. The government would never hide incomprehensible horrors from us. They would sell them at a surplus store. So do they know what Area 51? Why don't we have file RAM jump total page at the end? Seems like an issue. Wait, are they just entirely out of order here? Oh. Oh. Wait, we're calling it after every modification? Wait. Wait. RAM jump / total page. That's down here, right? Or is it up top? Or is this random? Is this random jump is in here? Was this indented into that? I guess it was. So it was just referring to it. It was just calling itself. I'm confused. Oh, would it return 1 here because there was a jump now? Have you thought about streaming other games you play? I have a little bit. When we did an Archipelago randomizer event in Discord, which may be happening again soon. I was streaming Hollow Knight. And then we did a jigsaw as a part of that, and I streamed that part. And then all that's on the VOD channel. But I'm tempted to do other games. There's a certain playthrough that someone's been telling me to play. I don't know what that could possibly be, though. You know, there's some game that I've been told I really should play. I have no idea what that would be, though. There he is. There he is. Yep. No, here comes the one shot. Yeah. No, it's a great question, Sergio. I don't know who you're supposed to ask to get that answer. I have no idea. I have no clue who to ask for that. I mean, it's not like I make the rules here. Do Voices of the Void after that? Oh, yeah, you showed me that. That might be a good stream game. Wait, Cinnamon, you know what would be so funny? I play that game, but I pretend like it's just normal game. Like I pretend I'm at my 9 to 5, nothing's up, nothing's wrong, and I do what we did on that one call. Yeah. Okay, no one heard that. I know JavaScript, but not complicated. You don't need to know the complicated stuff. It's not bad. Except I think Ofek might be doing something complicated here. I'm leaving VC now. Can't concentrate while someone's talking. Totally fair. Jack, you have a great one. I still appreciate you stopping by. Flemmy, I can run over some of the things that we were doing. Let's go to a file that is already done. Which one? We haven't done jump yet. I know it's an issue. We did load. Load is an easy one. All we gotta do, every file needs to import MCF, which is this is just, you know, the actual stuff that Ofek made to make everything work. You're able to set a folder function to like the name of the folder now. And then we need a constant with all of the function names inside of them. Set it equal to the folder. This just like puts every file into here, you know. Then whenever you need to do a function, you put the name, you put one of these guys, and then you could put like a command. So there's not any good examples of just commands, but because all of these are actually special ones, but you know. And then there's some other stuff. So like map, basically how this works is that const here is an array, and then this map runs this for every single number in here and makes this command, but you need a join /n so they're all in new lines, because that's how like normal function files work. I'm probably explaining this badly, but you know, I was able to understand it pretty quickly by just looking at it. Dinfoot, thank you for the raid. How are you today? What'd you do on stream? What bloodstains and radioactive material? This is just how it goes in Switzerland. Exactly. That is, you get it. Everyone's just gonna be questioning me the whole time. Officer, I don't know a thing. I'm doing good. Just did some work for Canon SP. Of course, the best. Have you been to the end yet? I saw everyone else was going there. I mean, I know you just also killed a wither, so I'm guessing you probably did. Let me go back to wherever Ofek is. He's over here. He's doing good cleanups here. Okay. I feel like we could make it even shorter. That's what I was thinking. You know? Ofek, like this, I feel like this could all be the same like line. Cause like this, it's just super repetitive, you know? You killed the Ender Dragon yesterday. Were you a part of the fight? I feel like that would go down really quickly. You wanna join for a second? Go ahead. You can hop on in. You know where to find the link. Flamey's coming to chat. You ready for this? Hit yes, right? I think I did. Did I? Or did it disappear? There you go. Let me make sure Discord is not muted.
Hello.
There he is. You're on stream.
Am I even being heard on stream? That's my question.
You should be. I unmuted you. Cinnamon wants to come up here too.
Whoa.
Okay. It's a party now.
Okay. It's a very big party, actually.
Pretty much.
Have you guys streamlined and tested actually the new code?
We haven't tested anything yet.
Yeah, that's the only concern of what you guys do because I always test it out every time I change it.
Well, it's not in a state to test it yet is the issue, because like nothing's gonna work right now until we do it all. Tifa said we're also planning to add presidency to the server I plan on running. Good luck with that. I bet you'll win. I don't know who else I would vote for.
I'm not even sure if I'm gonna have classes today because the goddamn rain is going burr.
Is the rain going crazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there ever huge like flood warnings there? For like
We're on yellow.
oh
A yellow warning.
already. Vroom. I heard some of the rain.
That was car.
Yeah. The cars like slosh all the rainwater around though. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Like the fact that you guys actually have the things now so it doesn't always show red.
Show when what?
Show red stuff.
Oh, red. Yeah. I think all these are technically
Those always get annoying.
Yeah, we actually did kind of fix that because it's just JavaScript now and it doesn't care about things that are in quotes. This is what I'm gonna do whenever I read something in chat. I'm gonna mute on here so you guys don't have to listen to it twice or once if you're not watching the stream.
Damn.
Thinfoot said it depends. I do believe I could put a bit of joke. I am a bit of a joke, but I think you can pull it off. You can pull it off. Just rally for what the people want. Also, Alistair, hi again. You know, I don't know what the people want though. That's the other thing. Okay, I'm back. A lot of this stream has just been me, like stalking Ofek as he's actually doing the good stuff.
I mean, yeah, he knows this better than us.
It's true. Your mic no works, Cinnamon? No.
I'm very interested. I'm very interested in how most of this works. This looks very interesting. to me.
Hello, has it been fixed?
Yeah.
Yippee!
Hello, Cinnamon.
Hello, gang's all here. It is the full team.
Oh my God! It's
Well-
the editor. It's the designer and Opec the master coder.
Pretty much.
We're minus like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
I think we're missing some.
We're missing some of the programmers.
Wala here. Hub.
Thinfoot said I plan on doing a lot of community
Yeah.
stuff and giving stuff away like Netherite. That
Um,
probably work in your favor for sure.
I mentioned like 3 things, but I forgot all of them because
Uh-oh.
my microphone wasn't working.
Oh no.
Damn.
Dementia.
This is some kind of Avengers collab right now? Pretty much. Everyone who makes the wheels
Dementia
turn
kind of
here,
collab
pretty.
right now. Indeed.
All of us. Yeah, I keep muting guys, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Fine.
No, yeah, this is been great with the new syntax, because being able to just generate code instead of having to manually type everything. Whew. Bye, Thiff. I have a great one.
Five, but then-
Yeah.
You get the best
Most
heroes
of
in
this is
town.
actually read. I can
In
actually
Town
understand
Coder
most
and
of this.
Void Walker.
The only thing
Pretty
I
much.
still need to consider is the export const thing.
Hope the coding goes well. Thanks. Yeah, no, I think we'll be good.
What don't you
Well,
understand? So,
You talk about the
I gotten it.
Just like this stuff.
This is basically like if you do const. Do you know what's a destructoid?
Huh?
Let's say let a r a b. Then you can do a something like that.
Interesting.
So this is the same thing but for dictionaries. So let's say if you have you
I'm
can
back in school.
do something like that.
so sad because I haven't done
oh.
any JavaScript in like 2 months, so I can't really do any commentary on this because I forgot it all.
I did the same thing as shouldn't be R, it should be D, for example.
Me and Cinnamon are in the same boat.
This is the same as doing this. It's a pretty advanced JavaScript, but at the same time, it's a clean syntax.
Hmm.
This is very interesting. Wow.
This is the same as this.
Right. And then this just is like all compacted into.
This will definitely help me try to make my mod.
Oh yeah, you're doing that. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna have to
this
make.
one,
I'm
I
gonna
can try explaining.
Oh, I should probably ask this. Is the footage for the next video up, by the way?
Good question.
Thank God.
Well,
Mm,
in his defense, I haven't checked either.
I will upload that after stream, so it doesn't take my internet.
Works for me.
He's got the best coders in Town Coder in the Void Walker row. What?
So yeah. Oh, you wanted to explain this part?
Wait 1 second.
Hmm?
I want to make sure I'm not
Oh God.
just making sure the file compiles, you know.
Oh, if it's working.
About this. Basically, well, each one of them is a function, you know. You understand this?
Yeah, yeah.
We are calling this function 3 times. Each time we are defining different total.
Okay.
This basically when we call top func, we call one of these.
Mm.
I don't know how to explain it other than just go and see how they, like if I go here and replace top func with this, and replace SRC with this.
He's showing where the macros
What
are.
did we do to lose half of our viewer count? Genuine question.
It's the ads.
I think the only thing is gonna happen here is I'm gonna get lost because some of this stuff.
Sure,
goes backwards
explain
and
Redstone. I
forwards.
only speak Redstone. You make a great point.
Like
Explaining all commands in Redstone is
order
like
of
not really
them-
possible
of them.
though.
Oh, like this one calls up here, but this where's it? This
No,
one
Alice,
calls
you didn't
down
scare him
here.
away. It's just the ads.
no, all of these are just defining new functions. Okay, MC functions.
Another thing I should probably mention.
And here we are defining the how
Big
they
con.
act.
We've been talking.
Oh, what's up?
Basically, what we do here.
We've been talking
What
about
is that?
making another short, right? What do you think the command topic for that one's gonna be? If we're doing commands again, I'm assuming, right?
I haven't figured it out
The
yet.
execute command.
Don't make me
out.
do the execute command in 3 minutes.
No, execute command's way too fucking. It's like way too fucking. We could just like do like a basic overview of the predicate stuff,
Mm,
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
I did
just
learn
because
that.
that's a relatively new thing. Or item components. That's another good one.
Oh yeah, because they just reworked them.
Can concur.
Oh.
Actually, isn't this like the third time?
Maybe the 3rd time.
Oh my fucking god.
I can kill anyone on Bedrock wherever
But
they
now
are. You are
it
terrifying.
saves us from what Beacon tried to do with predicate, not predicate, how is it called? Loot tables and all these things, JSONs.
I'm very glad they're reworking old systems, especially
I'm a big softie on the inside.
like
They don't know
blue
that.
tables were always confusing to me. I'm gonna be so for real, even though they are definitely simpler than they look. It just hurts my brain.
It's definitely compact. That's what I can say.
Here,
Yeah.
this thing. All this, yeah.
I have an idea, Ofek. You know how you were trying to explain the code?
Big stuff to the inside.
I could probably just run it in my own console, right? Like what you were doing.
You can't really run this because this thing is my, you know.
Oh yeah,
my
it's a
library.
custom
Yeah.
thing. Instead of like just the JavaScript line. You're right.
Basically, basically what it does is defining total pack to repeat total page, um, and do these like extra things.
Mm.
Alistair is wondering what you guys are trying to code, by the
The
way.
goal,
I saw him. I was gonna
What?
read once Ofek stopped talking. Sorry.
Okay.
We're coding infinite parkour, reworking shit.
Yep. Which is the data pack
Should
where
probably stop swearing.
you jump from block to block, and there's a set pool of jumps that is either player made or made by others, and you randomize it. But like what bit? Okay, good point.
The jump packs.
Right now we're in the
Basically,
jump packs
this-
part. This just breaks apart jump packs into each jump so that we can pull them apart while randomizing. Right?
Yeah.
I should have. Sorry, I should have made more infinite parkour jokes in the most recent video, just because I made one,
I saw that one.
and yeah, that one was pretty funny, I thought, but there should have been more.
Well, what's good about that one was that it actually gave me the idea to give you the emojis because you used the emoji name, and I was like, oh, I should just give
Yeah,
you all the
that's true.
emojis. And
I mean, the thing is, that was part of the joke to me. That was okay. I'm sorry that I talk about Voices of Void again. I'm obsessed with that game, but that was like there's like a very specific spot on the map in that game where the berry that's supposed to contain you is just like broken open by a tree, and instead of the developers closing it off, they put text over it that just says, "Don't go out here. There's big scary monsters that are gonna eat you and shit." That emoji. And that was like, and that bit lives rent free inside my fucking head. Like, yeah, it's. I'll see if I can find a screenshot. I'll post it in
yeah,
general.
you'll
Give
put
me
the
a second.
screenshot. Basically, Sergio, it was
Yeah.
a part of a game where it was blocked off, and it just had text saying "Don't go that way" instead of them like actually sealing it off.
Oh,
So then players
it
could
came
still
from
go there.
here.
Oh yeah, and then this part here is just checking if the 0. I gotcha. And the rest
Okay,
is.
the one image I can find isn't like horrible quality, but there it is. Fuck off.
There it is.
You don't see E. Forget now. You will. Those monsters, they eat you. You die. A gun breather. To quote it directly.
That is what it says.
That's what it says.
And unfortunately, everyone on stream will have to be in the Discord to see it. Ha, I'm evil.
Hey, join Discord. Do we have Nightbot set up on this? Do/Discord.
I got a sub commands. You know what I mean.
Setup command.
Alistair,
I
you
know
said you remember the PvP map
but I don't stream
combo?
it very often because I'm still waiting for
Efficient.
the
Happened to my
silly
game,
thing to
and
come
guess
out.
what happened? Oh no. It
Looks
did
like
all
it's
break.
going more.
Should probably go
I'm
check
kidding.
if I even have classes today.
Probably a good thing to do, Fling.
Do these comments explain it more?
So calling bottom function. So DST. Which part is DST?
Destination.
Okay.
Destination and source.
That's what I see doesn't exist.
To the first item. Okay, and then, or like the current item. And then it.
So I
will-
can
Point
see
collection,
here
let's
is-
say.
It's replacing this, I think.
Well, basically going,
You have to
basically
delete 52
iterating over all jumps,
days
iterating
over.
over all pages, iterating over all rows, and iterating. And then we have the jump, which we want to use this one instead of iterating over it.
Mm. Okay, and then that way we can get a total count. But because every
Yeah,
jump is adding one.
Currently it's 1, but if we want to have weights, we want to make it bigger.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how we generate random how loot tables, for example?
Yes,
If
yes,
there
yes.
is one with weight of 1, one with weight of 2, and one with weight of 3, we'll pick a number between 1 and 6, let's say, and then let's say we got 5. So let's see. Just for the example.
I did have to figure this out when I was doing the Halloween
We have a
video.
total 6.
First of all, Big
So-
Gun, for us to fully understand this, we're probably gonna make a separate thing just to
What do you mean? Like,
just a bit of practice, just so we could actually.
that's a good point. I mean, most of the practice has been just us converting them over because we know what it should do in that case, but also,
Since we're gonna be adding new stuff.
I just realized something. I'm gonna be able to make a Halloween special this year because I'm part of the team now.
Whoa.
I'm so excited for that. Unironically, that's gonna be so peak.
You're gonna scare everyone, huh?
It's gonna be the
Sergio, you're
scariest
right, by the
thing
way.
ever.
That's
What if BCG was evil and they had realistic red eyes and there was blood coming out of them and oh
Hey,
no,
shh,
ah!
no, shh. Not that part.
Too scary.
Mm-hmm.
Too scary.
Because it's too scary. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Wait, okay, I'm not gonna question further.
Okay. But as I was trying to say, Flaming, also, Ofek, you separated, obviously, the compiler into its own GitHub, and I'm guessing you've explained everything there, or are planning to?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did explain it.
So we do have that too, Flaming.
Okay.
Thankfully.
Do you want me to send you the compiler, the GitHub?
Yeah, sure.
I know where to find it, because I did see it earlier. It's up in Tech Help.
There's a single thing down here. Single quote
Yeah, I sent you.
under quote.
Where is it?
Like this is showing red because there's nothing connected to it.
Unbelievable.
I don't see you.
It's at the very bottom of the file. It's in jump pack.
Yeah, it's okay.
Get it out of here! Yeah.
Yeah, because I was looking
Oh,
at
not
the
related.
side
I need
and
to look at that website that you sent me.
Oh, you should. There's a lot of stuff.
what's
I
in
look at
stream.
it right now.
Well,
Browse resources.
There's a lot of video clips in there that are sick.
directory names.
There's also a lot of neat Sonics.
As I was gonna say, stream lag.
Yeah, I'm assuming that if the animations and anything you want to look at, let's take a look at these.
They're
You
not
know,
bad
it's
for
like
like pretty
still-
generic stuff.
Let's turn it into a 4
Oh, this is
kind of
okay.
code.
This is interesting because he actually did some templates here that you can test out and see what they do.
Oh, on the GitHub?
Yeah,
Ooh.
like this is a full-on thing.
Oh, and you did the notes
The
and tips.
template you can even use npx to generate it.
Ooh.
And
So this is where all those Minecraft YouTubers get those fucking animations.
Yeah, they're not paying
What?
no
I
one for
thought they made them
those.
all in house.
Hmm?
That's kind of lame.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, that just means we can use it
mean-
ourselves.
This is true, yeah, and a lot of this stuff is actually like really good, but also a lot of this stuff is stuff that I can make in house easily.
And also, or overused, but yeah.
Yeah, very true.
oh, that makes a lot more
Still
sense.
useful though,
Yeah,
especially
this
with other
makes sense.
clients too.
Yeah.
The
I
illegal
will
thing.
move this to utils.
Yeah, this. Oh, okay, this all makes sense in my brain now. Oh my god, it's clicking. It's all clicking.
It's all clicking together.
Constant is equal to this, and it's just doing that. Ooh, so those are values and the shape.
The matrix being unlocked in them random.
My friends tell me that I'm good at mental math, so
Oh.
I
I'm-
do a bunch of mental math. So I'm once it clicks, everything just falls in line.
Oh, I gotcha. That's fair. I'm gonna put the link to the compiler, by the way, in the stream chat for anyone who's curious. That's like the best way, 100% totally legit, to make any data pack. And you know it's true because I
Yep.
said it.
Animation presets. I shouldn't.
Sergey
not to say
said that you
animation
got a
presets work,
one-shot
but I
gift
should
from
make
someone.
animation presets or figure out how fucking they work with my software.
That's true.
BC, Sergey said that someone gifted you one-shot.
This is true also. Yeah, no, one of my friends in real life. I don't remember. I don't remember if I
mean-
started the convo about the game or not, but at some point they were just like, "Here, you have it." And I was just like, "Oh, okay, now I have it."
Bro just got.
I have no
How
excuse
the
not to
fuck
play
did-
it. So,
I keep on cursing, so.
hey, any cursing that you do yourself, you have to edit out yourself. So,
It's this video.
I didn't make the
Video,
rules.
it's a coding stream. Maybe it has like a highlight bit.
No, okay. To be fair, I have not taken a single clip yet. So,
I'm just imagining
fair.
that. I'm just imagining Cinnamon just so many beeping when he talks.
she's just gonna be spamming the beat emoji. Just beep 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 beep.
I'm gonna say the worst curse word of all.
What?
What?
Skibbity toilet.
Nah.
Get
no,
out!
No. It's beans. Beans.
Stay here. No.
Yo, a raging lesbian's can of beans. This is just like Undertale or Deltarune or whatever the fuck it's called.
Wait. What? I didn't play
Don't
Deltarune.
worry about. Don't worry about it. There's a turtle and it dies.
No. What do they do to the turtle?
Yeah. Sorry, spoiler alert.
I did actually watch someone play through like the very first chapter, and I was just like, "What's going on?" I was just confused.
The first chapter is like good. It's also the weakest out of literally every other chapter in that game.
Oh.
But
So I just got
problem is that you
scammed.
can't really. No, it's not even that. It's just that you can't really. The first chapter is like the setup chapter. It sets up everything for the rest of the game. But also the first chapter was released standalone.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah.
I completely understand that impression. I was in the same boat, but because I'm a freaking nerd.
Yeah.
I'm a freaking nerd. I love anything Toby Fox. I just stuck with it, and chapter 2 was like, all right, this is pretty cool. I like that. There's robots and stuff, and then chapter 4 or 3 and 4, it was just that one image of that dude just like picking his hands up and just like with the wide open eyes and just like talking out of his mind.
Oh yeah.
That one gif.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Sergio says, Toby Fox, if he can recall correctly, once said Deltarune was a fever dream he had and just made a game out of it, which would probably make a lot of sense.
That is exactly what it is. Yeah. It was like, according to Toby Fox, they had the ending specifically planned out, and they're just trying to figure out how to get there, which is pretty valid. I'm pretty sure that's how most games work, honestly.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, like for this right here, Infinite Parkour, we have an end game of what we want, and we're figuring out how to get there.
Holy moly.
Okay, I'm reading more in the GitHub. He said it's all clicking together now.
Nice. I should probably read it at some point, cause I haven't.
Read it now.
Lead developer of Infinite Parkour, not reading the GitHub. Holy moly.
He started all of this, and now we're here. I don't know.
It's almost been a year. We're only a couple months away.
Yeah.
I
And
probably should do something for that.
how many subs do you have currently, actually?
I just hit 1,950.
I joined right around Thanksgiving. That will be my anniversary.
Have you guys actually watched what was it called again? Idol. Wait,
No one watched the
K-pop
Thanksgiving
Demon
video, by the
Hunters.
way. That was bad.
True. Well,
K-pop Demon Hunters, I mean.
Hey!
I've not. No, I'm kidding. Cinnamon, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
I'm
It means-
allowed to make fun of myself. You're
It
not.
means that there's been improvement. That's all it means.
Okay.
No, but
Fair.
Flaming, I have not seen that, so I do not know.
Oh damn, it is so good. The songs are a banger.
Ooh.
It's a musical movie. It's animated.
Then at
I
some
remember
point.
like what. I still
Literally-
think that like. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, you say something. Say it.
It's just I remember that like I was just my first the entire reason I wanted to edit video to begin with was because I was essentially just experimenting with draw Simpsons from video editing entirely, and I was just joining like Discord like random YouTubers that I liked being passively mentioning I love editing but I have no footage and then like and this big comment was like, yo, it's the exact opposite for me, and then it just evolved from there.
Yeah, that was really funny. I didn't know where that DM was
Yeah.
gonna go, and I was just like, okay, are you being serious? And we were like, yeah. I was like, okay.
And that first, I'm pretty sure, was the first video free? Free? I don't remember. I think the first video.
I paid you.
The action, the paying me. Yeah, you paid me.
By the end of it,
Yeah.
I was,
Which,
dude, I was
honestly-
terrified, low key.
I was. I mean, fair enough. Some random person in your Discord who joined like that day is like, hey, I'm gonna edit your videos. This is not a scam. Trust.
I mean, literally, it's happened to me before. Someone DM'd me on Discord like years ago and was like, I'm gonna edit one of your videos, and I was like, okay, here's this like 40-minute clip from like an SMP that I was starting. It was wild, and then they just didn't reply back and blocked me after I uploaded it to Google Drive, and I was like, what was the point of that? What?
Bruh.
You just wanted the footage? There's nothing to do with
They
it.
stole your content, man.
There's nothing good there. And then the other message I was terrified was Ofek's email, cause it was out of the blue, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm supposed to trust this person or not.
You emailed this motherfucker real quick.
There was no
Yeah,
Discord at
he-
the time.
Okay,
Fair enough.
Big Con told me that he just randomly messaged him telling him what to do with Infinite Parkour, like, and then suddenly, you just bam.
No, yeah, I had an email, and he was just like, yo, I want to work on this, and I have all these ideas for other stuff we can do, and I was just like, okay. And then we got on Discord, and then he was just like, I'm gonna make Discord for you, and I was like, okay.
Okay, BitCon, how often have you been scammed in your life? Just a genuine question.
Well, I trust people really easily.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, I can also vouch for that because I came from his YouTube comments, literally.
That makes sense.
Bruh.
But you ended up in the Discord
Hey.
somehow. I thought Ofek let you build first before I got involved. I don't remember. Somehow, I thought I was coming in presumed believing that you've already done work, so then I was just like, okay, yeah, you can do thumbnail stuff if you want.
I mean, I had already done work. I was just not willing to show you it. I'm pretty sure I showed you it eventually, though, right?
Yeah,
At some point.
that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did send me your one video that was on your channel.
True. And to do that.
Sergio saying how he forgot how he made the bot. Yeah, Sergio just did that at one point too.
Yeah, that is true.
Everyone showed up one day.
Sergio, you should add a feature where it's just like, infinite parkour when, and you just as a command for the bot, and then it just like it just times you out for 10 minutes and does nothing else.
Whenever they ask when it is, they just get timed out.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed. But it'd be funny if it did that, but then also like just pinged everyone on the dev team so they're aware.
I don't
He
want to
just
be part of that
pings
list.
everybody and tells them to hurry up.
Oh, you're already on the list.
No, damn it.
Anyone who
I'm
could
supposed
see
to be a
the
hermit.
channel will know.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm supposed to be an entity that appears once in a blue moon, and then who also supposedly makes the videos. Who knows?
Maybe, possibly.
Possibly. For all you know, I could just be hiring someone else to make the videos.
I would have no clue. No, actually, I know from the streams. It'd be crazy to be faking those streams in the calls.
I hate to break you.
No.
They're all AI generated.
No.
None of them are real.
The whole time. Sergio says, if the bot even has the permissions to do that, I could. Well, we can always change the permissions. I don't think that's the problem, Sergio.
I think the problem is that you forgot how it works. You forgot the key.
It's your fault.
Forgot the Discord.
No.
No.
I'm having a fun time just watching OFAC right now. I'd probably do something, right?
This one is way better, right? I made it.
I'm having a fun time just
This-
saying
this-
words that are
this
completely
looks
unrelated to what's going
tiny.
on.
This looks tiny compared to our old system. Good grief.
Also, this cooks because like now it just like runs within like one instance here. It's pretty much it's calling this function for each one of these, right? And then it's just doing the next one. I see how it works.
Exactly.
Okay, this is nice.
Also, Big Kong
Bye,
is kind
Alistair.
of completely unrelated, but half of your paycheck
Good night.
went towards a smartwatch and MP3 player.
Let's go. I'm surprised that was only half.
Yeah, I got really good deals in them, and like
That
it
sounds
was
bad.
like a fifth of the overall money that I made from like this week so far alone. Because I also got paid $200 for another project.
You did tell me about that. So
Yeah.
quick mental math checks
Like,
out.
I was honestly really surprised by that because it was just some dude who went away from the military. I did not think I was gonna get paid.
Oh, it was that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about him. Sergio said, fun fact, Cinnamon is actually an AI bot that he made for BotCon Gaming originally, and you escaped, and now the bot can only do reactions.
As an AI assistant, I cannot confirm or deny this.
Wait, what? Chat, what? What just happened?
Holy moly. The
Flaming,
super
doesn't this sound familiar?
New best AI streamer. Beetle has been overthrown. Neurosama dead. It is now Koishi. Cinnamon.
Don't tell
Whatever I
Sergio
am.
this. Sergio's not
Oh,
gonna be
no.
happy.
So yeah, I'm sending you an image of the MP3 player.
Yo, this is sick.
Yeah.
They actually still
Yeah,
sell
it's
those?
beautiful. Yeah, like I got this specifically because time to turn off some rogue AI. No,
Salute for you.
How much is left right now?
What else is left? Oh, just editor.
Editor and there is jump.
Oh yeah. Oh jump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, jump. Oh yeah, jump.
The one also. How is it called?
This was big.
There are a few.
Yeah. Okay. I can start naming stuff here too. Or should I go to editor?
Can you do this one? Can you do jump?
Editor. The thing is, we have 6 things for editor. Should we compile them to one?
What? I missed. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Cinnamon, your personal AI assistant.
What? How did you get?
I thought you brought them down. I missed. I brought them up because they asked to join.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how
Move them
Cinnamon
down?
left.
Move Cinnamon back.
So is someone
Evil.
who's
Evil.
pushing them down?
I don't know. You moved them down or?
I didn't do nothing.
I
Um,
forget.
The first time I left, me leaving was me because I was doing a funny bit. I thought I would make the Discord sound effect. Done and done.
Good thing I got
Okay.
the streamer mode.
I
Can't
don't
be
know, I
me.
was confused.
It's so sad that you can't, whatchamacallit, use soundboards in, the stages or whatever these things are called.
Probably for the better.
Well, it's definitely for the better. I'm not even gonna pretend like it's not for the better, but like,
Probably, maybe it's in the settings. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Who cares? Who cares?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. They might just not let it happen in stage channels. And yes, I did go and look
Don't
for
see
it.
Now here's the question, and I was the 50th follower for Big Con. Now here's the question: does Big Con follow me on Twitch?
I think
you
I
don't-
followed
you
you
don't-
first. Actually,
Yeah, wait, yeah, but
Split
yeah,
twisted
yeah, I
events.
do. Yeah, wait.
Oh no.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's like I do really. I don't want to start streaming again soon. It's just that I'm waiting for my profile picture to become real, which is taking 5 years.
Yeah, those take a long time. The
Like- I'm not gonna complain. Like, the art is amazing. The artist is amazing. I don't mind them taking their time.
but at the same time,
Although I could. At the same time, I'll message them. I'll be like, "Hello."
that's what I do. Whenever I haven't heard from like 3 days and I'm curious with the video, I'll just be like, hi.
Oh, you're waiting, working on editor. Okay.
Yeah, I need to do a better job of just keeping you updated more consistently because you shouldn't have to like do that. It's been like a few days.
It'll be fine. Okay. I'm working on the editor. I don't think any of this can really get compacted. This is kind of just like a file, like the very first editor file that like puts the player in game. So I'm just gonna leave it kind of as is, but I do have to still rewrite a ton of it.
It'll probably be like 50 million years before they respond because they are based in Russia.
But,
As
I mean, do you
opposed to
wanna-
cringed in Russia.
Take a peek at this. Yeah. I don't know what time it is there. It's probably just turning around like 12 or 1, right? Do I know time zone? 1 or 2? It's a little bit further.
Yeah, probably like that.
I don't know. I don't know time.
It's 1 at Moscow.
Okay. You know what? I guessed it then.
It's the same time as here, so.
Casual 1 a.m. Wait, what are you talking about? I missed it. Sergio says we're talking about how it's like 1 a.m. in Russia because that's where Cinnamon's VTuber model's being created right now in a big old factory. They have like these big machines putting all the pieces together.
Hey, no, it's not a big factory. I support indie conglomerate corporations exclusively.
Sorry. It's a basement.
Yeah, exactly. That's better.
Well, Russia is a big place.
Not true.
Sergio, yeah, no, the factory's as big as Russia. In a basement.
Is this the plot to Rain World?
Wait. Look at Fake, you forgot your thing at the beginning of jump to like
Yeah, I
import
know.
the.
I will do it at the end.
Oh, okay.
Like the header. Yeah.
I caught you. I caught you somewhere though.
I did think about it.
It is currently 5 p.m. my time, and they are, which means that it's about time for the shadow people to start haunting my eyeballs.
They're coming.
They're coming.
They're under your eyes right now.
Under my,
Tear
they're
out the
in
eyes.
your skin.
Tear out the
Tear
eyes.
out the eyes. Tear out your skin. Tear it up. Peel it back. Reveal your true form. It is beautiful.
It's time.
It's time. What are we on about?
I don't know. I'm back to coding again. I'm actually doing stuff this time.
I think this is a code you made, Bitcoin.
Where you're at? Let me look. Oh, I just dragged everyone to me. That's my fault.
Because of this thing, I'm saying. Because of this
I'm here.
big comment.
Oh, these big comments were Flaming's actually.
Oh, flame. Okay.
Flaming went through and just started adding these big ones because he got lost everywhere, which is totally fair because
Yeah.
everything is really
Yeah,
confusing.
it's good.
You can't
You
blame
guys
me
need to
for
have like
making
Control F
these.
search points.
No, I mean Control F does work. The problem is it's leading you everywhere.
Yeah.
Use Control F to make search points, so it doesn't lead you everywhere.
I think, yeah, like we could do something where it's like, you know how the Texas had these boxes flaming? If we put like a list of these at the top of the file, you could just like double click on them and press Control F and then go to it.
Exactly.
Interesting.
That's just a random thought I had. Anyway, I'm going.
Hey, I was one who was the idea.
Oh, well, you're right.
No, it's, you expanded the idea on more than I implied it. I guess is that how words work?
I don't know how words work. I just started saying stuff. Now I'm here. I need
Well,
this.
where's here?
Not here. If that helps explain. Cause here's not there, but there's here. Where? I don't know.
What about the other place?
No, not there. We don't talk about that place.
Aww.
It's
Why did I
with
find one?
entities
Shut up.
at S is really disgusting, but what can I say?
Wait, oh, wait. Where's that at?
It's in.
Oh, yeah, we had to change it to the X of the loot tables. We don't need this,
Why?
do
Because
we?
you move.
And I'm just dumb. Wait, I'm just dumb, aren't I? The
No,
macros would have
what you
just
do,
worked.
Use it here. You first use it here,
Uh-oh.
and in the second level you use it here. In the third level you use it here.
So I didn't need them. My question
You don't need
was...
them, but it's disgusting. Maybe there is a way to get rid of it, but
Yeah.
for example, you can use a execute unless run return. Zero. Know what I mean?
Yeah. It's... Well...
Instead of making another mess thing.
Oh... You're right. 100%. Like, yeah, I'd make a new line here. Do the unless. Put this all down below.
Yeah.
I never really got good at splitting code like that. But yeah, this is...
Let's do it. Let's do it just for this level.
Yeah.
Unless zero.
Look at this. This is gonna be beautiful.
Way better. Maybe unlike also here.
I think the first layer is only required because we modified data and then we reference it again. Yeah,
We
right
do
here.
modify the data. I see. Yeah.
So that one's required. Kinda.
Well, you can put it below. Like you can do this. It's a bit prettier.
Wait, I could just insert this into the macro as like a structure, like a, you know, instead of like entity data. If this is the only reference I use, just like put this directly into it. Does that make sense? That doesn't really make sense probably because the data is whatever.
Doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah.
Let's, you know what, let's not go too far. Just let's get it to work.
Yeah. Let's
No.
get it to run.
Why is it not working? Like, yeah.
Alright, I'm back to editor. I think I'm probably missing a step here. Let me go look.
Every time you say the word editor, my neuron just activates, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be that whole way while I'm working on this function.
Just run out of battery in my own device 1 second. We'll be back.
The Bluetooth device is ready to connect.
It's pair. You don't even know your meme right.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm joking.
Maybe it could be both.
Could be anything. It is just a voice. It's just like a
Cast
TTS.
I mean. Yes. TTS. Why is that such a universal experience, though?
Okay,
Just
back.
the Chinese Bluetooth, your Bluetooth device.
I've never
is-
actually had it.
is-
Crazy.
Oh, fair enough then.
Not as universal as you think. I know.
This is so sad. It's not actually Universal. Instead, it's Walt Disney.
Oh. No, no, no. I had another
No.
bad reference before you said that, and I was thinking about that, and then you hit me with that, and I was just like, oh.
Oh. Wait. I can't words because
I need to add more references here. I have to do the anonymous thing here. Let me go see where else he does the anonymous. Oh, right here. I remember how to do these. Put these over into... I was an editor. There's a lot of tabs on my screen. Let's close some of these.
We close some.
Does that close stuff for everyone else?
I don't know. I close them for me. You don't see them closed, so.
Okay, so then it
I
is...
just see when you edit. I see the things you edit because it's not saved, so.
Yeah, I have the same thing. I never use
Okay.
share, except for this very moment.
It's pretty laggy, so.
Really? Where was I? Oh, I was here in lane. Okay. I need some of these. And then it needs to go here. Oh,
they should invent
autofills.
worms that make you productive.
That's just caffeine.
Is this true?
I don't know if they're
Kinda, yeah.
worms, but no, well, they're more like just molecules. But you know,
I don't think this is addiction, and I can't tell though because I don't know what addiction feels like. Every time I
know.
drink caffeine, I swear to God, my productivity just like goes up by 10 times. Even though like
yeah. Let me guess. You shake vigorously at the thought of it.
no, not really.
No, I'm joking. That's a reference.
Like, is that a reference? I don't know what's reference to.
There's this like copy pasta that's like, no, I am not addicted to gambling. Every time I think about it,
Oh,
I
no.
vigorously shake. I would know if I am addicted to gambling.
I think I know exactly what you're referring to.
Yeah, I thought you were going there.
No, see, I go in no direction because I forgot.
Yeah, that happens.
Was that a joke or was that honest? You decide next time on Dragon Ball Big
This
Con.
is Dragon Ball now. I'm not addicted. I can quit anytime, but choose not to. Exactly. That's what they all say.
I mean, I still only drink like 1 to 2 cans of Monster a day, which is like
It's,
I feel like that's a reasonable amount of consumption.
yeah. I think I could change this reference flaming.
Maybe.
I think I could just
not
straight up.
sure.
I have to like import it though, right?
Yeah, because we need. Do we even have a directive for this? Where's that?
Also, I discovered that Ofect also likes Voices of the Void, so I'm going to send them a picture of my favorite part of my base because I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why
No, and your base is cool.
Yeah, also not Ofect, Sergio.
Yeah. I was also like, that's not true.
I was confused what you're talking about.
My bad.
Wait, Sergio was talking about how I just thought about kind of silly how Discord server is called Big Con's Discord server. Imagine if the YouTube channel was called Big Con's YouTube channel, or we had Big Con's Twitch channel.
Whoa.
Okay,
That'd be
yeah,
a funny naming scheme.
Yeah, we could just import this.
Yeah, I was
Not
right.
really sure where the directory from it is coming from. So that's the only thing I don't know.
I think Player Store is one or Player Saver is one we've rewritten, so we can go find out.
Yeah, because I'm not sure which one here.
Yeah, because they're different names now.
Yeah.
It's probably Store Player?
I think store player will work. Oh fuck.
As opposed to storefront.
Hey.
I miss. What are you looking for?
Go to where we are. We're trying to change this
I'm
bit.
here.
We can import that, right? Like through here.
Yeah. Just look. You can where you want to. Where do you want it?
This
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured that was that.
Wait.
Okay.
The name is yeah, store player now.
Store underscore. Is it that one? Because
Here,
I'm
so player. It should be with like that.
bro changed it.
Oh, okay.
Can you? My cat is going on my table, so
Cat.
Hi, kitty cat.
This cat blocking screen.
I like the fact that bro just removed it and just replaced it.
So here, for example, you can just do
Yeah.
this, control space, come here, beacon. Here, press control space and.
Oh yeah,
control.
I could show that. Boom. Right? Something about
You see it?
did it
Oh yeah,
See it?
this one.
did it import? Control space for the imports, right? Or is it
Doesn't it work?
enter? Is it? Oh,
Got it.
I
hey,
did control space. Okay.
That's so fun.
that's free. Yeah,
Okay, let's.
we have a
fix the
few other
names
ones we can
here.
do. Although we don't have
The only
editor
thing-
environment yet.
The only thing I would want from this, anything else I want from this is basically the support for Spyglass.
That's
These
kind
nerd.
of what Infinite Coder is working on actually. There is
I want
there isn't a
because because they're all just grayed, oranged out. Gonna get really.
here. I'll send you the
confusing.
link to the extension in its current state.
Whoa. This we went from simple Minecraft functions to this.
That's
Just so
crazy.
you guys all know, these nerds are doing this for Minecraft. Just in case you guys
Yes.
forgot. This is Minecraft.
So we mentioned you, Infinite Coder. He's here. Hi. How are you? We're talking about
Guys, we're
the
not
sick
cra-
extension,
We're not
man.
crazy. We're not crazy.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
I was
There
like in
ought
a
to be a
room, a
rubber
rubber
room.
room.
What a room
A
full of
rubber room
rats.
with rats.
Someone I
Rats
know-
are
Crazy by any
crazy.
chance?
Did that? Someone I know said that over and over for 45 minutes straight. Well, like at work with people, and they actually
Were they
they
fired?
made their coworkers like visibly upset. They were very angry.
Angie, they got Angie.
It was funny. Okay. Claim
Oh, by the way, hold on. I found a thing that I made for the other thing I showed you. Remember the block building thing?
like the what was it? The code, like block code thing.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I found it.
I linked
This
you the
one, this
extension,
one,
by the way.
This. I'm gonna send this over to you on Discord because I have a brain. The fact I made this before, I'm surprised it even worked.
Ooh, random MC function. Let's open this. I wonder if it'll just work. Oh, Infinite Coder said they spent so much time on autocomplete and then quit because you need to get completion straight from Spyglass, which is outdated examples and docs that are 404 pages. And if anyone wants to dig into Spyglass autocomplete code, Infinite Coder could make it work. It seems a bit like a tough situation.
Is there not anything better than Spyglass?
Spyglass is mostly the best one out of all of them.
I haven't seen anything much better. The other thing is, I was like, we could write our own, but I won't be the one to do it, so I understand why not to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to figure out how to make my own JavaScript for this. Yeah, no thanks.
That's the funny part. You're already programming JavaScript.
Shush.
These guys are 2 steps away from just reinventing the wheel.
I feel like I've done that so much.
Ophic already did it with all of this.
Like 4 times
Yeah, I
now.
reinvent the wheel all the time. That's what programmers do, you know.
I invent wheel all the time. It's funny.
This is the life of a coder, guys.
Exactly.
We just reinvent stuff so much to a point it becomes a new thing.
But like, so you have to
And then
reinvent
it's
something, but like it's like slightly different because like you use a different resource and you implemented like a slightly different syntax.
There's a new command. There's like one new thing that you wouldn't be able to do with the normal thing. So therefore, it's infinitely better.
And also
And
like
totally worth 12 hours.
that one image of a coconut is like vital for it to work. You don't know how that happened.
What are you even looking for in here? You still have 2 other functions to change.
Yeah, but we haven't made their sub functions yet. Like we haven't made the editor yet.
Sub-function.
Like
You
the
guys haven't
environment.
built it yet.
Should we do it in the? Should we make it all just one editor code, or do you want to make more modular like we did and had like an editor folder?
I think since this already does all this, I think it already does. Just grab it.
Yeah, you think it's better just to folder everything? That's fair. Infinite Coder said more here. Hold on. I didn't open the thing you sent me. I was trying to download it, but then I got distracted. Infinite Coder said I can't just add Spyglass extension because it requires project setup in traditional sense. So I have to sub Spyglass yourself or reinvent the autocompletes altogether. But Infinite Coder doesn't know how to. Yeah, that sounds really enjoyable.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things with the execute command alone. I mean, they're really simple, but adding all of the possibilities is really annoying.
I mean, the game. Well, there's the other source we could use, which is that mod you found, Flaming. Is there any way to like extract that data?
The what?
The autocomplete
Oh,
mod.
autocomplete mod.
Can we extract that data easier?
I mean, yeah, I think so, because it's mostly just the autocomplete. There's nothing else in there other than the autocomplete, so they can't really do much. It's a lot less powerful than Spyglass, but it would work.
It doesn't have predicate stuff, right?
No.
Yeah, we would have to do predicates.
Yeah, and
manually.
yeah, Infinite Coder, it's the NDT autocomplete mod.
Yeah, you could look into that.
It-
See if that's easier.
Yeah, since you're just decompiling a mod.
You have it installed? Ooh.
Oh,
Get to work! No. Okay, time to make editor file folder. New editor file folder. That'd be the same as re-implementing it. Yeah, but at least you'd have, you know, instead of, you wouldn't have to like generate it all yourself though. Probably, because like, you know, like the third option, which no one wants to do, is you just digging through the wiki and setting it up through that.
I'm getting war flashbacks.
okay. Big Gun, there's not a lot. We could just shove this all into the editor since the environment's like really simple.
Mentioning bad wikis
But-
gives me war flashbacks.
The one thing about that, Flaming, is there's also the other folders that are in editor. And
Yeah, but yeah.
do you just want to include
But,
environment in editor though? Because like we just use environment to make the environment.
Yeah, because I don't want us to just have a bunch of ones that do, link to the same one.
Yeah. The Infocoders talking about how the issue with that is that they would have to maintain it for newer versions, and you would have to dig through VS Code Wiki, which I honestly don't know if that's the best case either, and because Spyglass would be updated at least.
Is it
I
really
mean,
worth it?
we could probably go ask one of the devs from Spyglass, maybe.
Godzilla.
What the f was that? Someone's blasting their goddamn car in the. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. What the? F
I swear to God, there's just like one person in your like area that has like a Hellcat motor or some shit in their fucking Toyota Corolla or some shit.
Every day they just go back and forth in the one road.
Like you can see how quiet it is, and then suddenly I just hear that coming along, like.
You know, if you ever figure out who that jerk is, you should.
Break kneecaps?
No, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that actually.
I think we'll stay with break kneecaps.
I was gonna say
So-
fill their gas can with sugar.
Oh. Oh no.
Damn.
I don't know what that leads to, but I don't think that's anything good.
I don't know what it leads to either. I just know that this is something that people used to do during riots,
Oh. Oh no.
which means it can only lead to good things.
Right.
Okay.
Should we start digging into environment? Does environment get referenced anywhere else besides itself? Oh, it does all the tick commands. Interesting. What is this one? Okay, well, if it only creates all the tick functions, it's not a bad idea. Because create delete gets referenced there. The only thing is export. Is export used right now? Oh no, I'm dumb. Yeah, that's how we get jump packs out. So, yeah. Do we? Or is this unfinished code to get jump packs extracted into data that can be copied around? It's probably that.
You should get good sleep tonight. I should take
You
advantage
know
of
the
the
funny thing about
footage not
all
being
of
up.
this is,
You got 30 minutes.
you know the funny thing about all of this is, it might be simpler to just make this into a mod than to try to do it with a data pack.
Shh. No, we don't talk about the mod.
No, mods aren't. Look.
Mods aren't real.
Phoenix posted a video about command blocks. We got to do it this way without the mod. It's cooler.
Because it has more swag that way. But also because
we're doing everything just to make it vanilla.
yeah, I mean it's part of the fun.
Ironically, if it's vanilla, you guys can just post it on a server and have people join. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know.
Or hell, you could just have it like
Yeah,
as a single
modded we can
form
also
of
do
download.
a server. We can also do a modded server.
Yeah, you can also make it
Yeah.
a server-side mod, but
I guess that is true, yeah, but you can also just have it so that people can download a singular like folder or like a singular
Actually,
zip
two.
file and then unzip that. Why is it currently
Two
two?
act- We're gonna also do a texture pack now because some of the things with the blocks are weird.
That's fine. Texture pack, and texture packs can be packaged with the world, can't
well,
they?
the final thing is to separate it from a world file in the end. It's only as a world file for alpha testing, so that people don't just slap it on the world and then complain about that, changing their game and then blame it on Infinite Parkour when it wasn't our fault.
I mean more along the lines
But
of
they're making it into
just making it like a data pack in general, as opposed to like when we talk about the world stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Infinite Coder's talking about how with display entities people stop using resource packs for their data packs, and then you could solve server side things. Which is true because I know Flaming's dived into that rabbit hole, but like anything complex enough and good enough will just be easier in a resource pack.
The way that I see it is that making it a mod adds too many steps. That's not for you guys, but for the end user. Just because adding mods inherently just makes it less accessible to people who are stupid.
Another reason is
I mean,
because
that's rude.
it makes it way harder to change version with. Because in theory, all data packs work with all future versions, as long as you just keep the
Not really.
type.
Not really.
Really not?
All the time.
Well, yeah,
Well,
recently
in
they've
these-
been
They've been changing it this recently a lot. Like,
I-
all
I thought the,
formatting has been changed.
What's it called? The version that you set is supposed to do that. Well, I guess the version just warns the player. That doesn't actually really change how the codes ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every version there is a change. You can see it on the max I think.
Well, yeah, I
mean,
do. Yeah.
It really just depends on on Mojang when they're gonna change the formatting. But if they don't change the formatting, we're clear and we can just add it in.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure somewhere we can find the silver lining for why it's better to be.
The
I mean,
difference
again,
between
it's easier to install.
the difference is if someone wants to play alone without entering the server, we prefer a world. If someone wants to play it, if we want to make it easier to play and more features, we would prefer a server. That's all.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you could also like people can self-host if it's just like a Word file.
Yeah,
File
if
or
we
a .NET file.
publish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is unironically like a lot of benefits to just not making it modded.
And also like data packs.
Oh, it also makes it work with realms.
True.
Oh.
That's a very good point.
Right.
That cooks.
Yeah, but if we make it a server, they can play with their fine. So.
Oh yeah, and then the secret third option. Where
Or Essentials.
We just
But who the fuck uses
self-host.
Essentials? There's better options. Self-hosting, yeah. I self-hosted the server event, by the way, for those who didn't know.
you could probably.
That one.
I think I mentioned it in the end of the next video,
Okay, fair enough.
so they'll find out.
Yay.
They'll know.
Also, I'm sorry, Big Guy, I haven't actually fully watched the latest episode.
Unbelievable. No, I don't care.
That's a bigger insult to me than anything else, because I worked my ass off for
Oh,
that video.
I do have good news. The last video is doing better than the first or the second one, like
Good.
substantially, which is like never, like kind of unheard of because series are not supposed to do better than their first video.
Well, luckily, I think the last two, the first one that we made, I will admit, I had no idea what was happening. Second one, and that was like that. That's your fault. I'm not taking blame for that. Third
Okay,
one, we had it was a struggle getting it out, but we were cooking.
The second one, I actually can't take the full blame because me and Flaming both worked on the thumbnail. No, I'm kidding.
Flaming.
No, I think the thumbnail's really good still. I don't know what
it's
happened.
fine. I think they have attention span when we started going into the coding part.
I think another thing is that the subject of the second video is just not as interesting. Compared to like making an arena is way easier to understand than like this is how I made the game loop work. Like, you know, you don't know that unless you're a programmer
Yeah.
or like care about video games enough to know what a game loop is.
Which is why I'm still debating how.
Also,
we
did
manage-
you take my advice and mention command blocks in the title? I haven't checked yet.
My
The answer
multiplayer
is no, that's fine.
Minecraft command block mini game. There it is.
Alright, so you actually did do that.
I typed it right now.
Oh,
Wait.
don't change the title if it's already doing well.
Well, let's see if it makes the title better. We went from 80 to we started at a rating of 85. Okay, I'm not changing it.
We're not changing it.
I won't change
I mean, yeah, the only series that's going really good right now is just the Infinite Parkour series.
The series never goes bad though.
By the way, Infinite Code was talking about how they ran a microserver on an Android phone, but he had to get rid of Android for it to work properly. That just sounds painful.
Did you just like install a fucking Linux distro on the Android phone?
I like the fact that the latest Infinite Parkour video is 4 months ago.
Shh, that's why we're here.
Also,
We're
I didn't
gonna-
have to set this up. My new smartwatch just tells me like when to get up tells me to get up every once in a while, which I honestly like.
Mine does the same.
Yo.
Although I ignore it when I stream. Oops. Except one time. There's one time where I did get up. So I should do it.
I'm just looking through. I'm just looking through the older videos, and I'm reminiscing on when I first clicked on the first video. I'm like, what was this about? And then now I'm here. The path that leads here is very blurry.
Yeah, and a lot of people followed it for some reason.
All of us were just like, I feel like we were all drugged. Big time.
Yeah, I was not sober for any of this. No, I'm kidding.
I was upset to begin with.
The fonting really did change.
I just got better at thumbnail making. That's a lot to do with Firefly's Discord actually. Cause every thumbnail I was questioning them about it, and then they gave me suggestions to help. If we could
They used to be all armor stands.
No, yeah, don't remind me. I actually watched those recently. Vicoders.
Also, I feel like the B-rolls are definitely like a permanent thing. They're probably some of my favorite parts of the videos, if I'm being honest.
Really?
The what?
The
Like
stuff
the
that plays
B-rolls
when I
that-
do voiceover. Oh, Ofek's here to come yell at
Yeah.
me.
Hey, Elfek.
Hi.
I mean, like, here's the thing. I think they add just so much fucking personality. They add so much personality to the video, and it's a very distinct personality. Like, it actually is, like, a unique thing that is your style. It was a great idea. You did a good job with that.
Except that I recorded like 3 times as many as we needed, and then didn't reuse any. Except for one.
We'll get better. We'll get better at it. It takes time.
Anyway, if we could talk about how until you figure out Exami are bleep and shared a kernel source code that doesn't compile, and it just causes it to be awful, and you had to do chroot inside of Android. What? All phones? Okay. So he's planning to do a Twitch stream at some point of making a Linux distro using extracted, using stuff extracted from boot image kernel. He faced problems with Wi-Fi drivers, or he will. That's what he's predicting. That was a bunch of stuff I just said. I don't really know what it meant. So.
I know what like 80% of it meant, which is better than average.
I recognize the zombie in Android, and Linux. I kind of know what a kernel is. I don't know. Whatever. People who understand will understand.
Oh.
What was I gonna do? So what do we feel about the editor, code? If we're putting it in a folder again, or if we're inserting some of it into here? Oh, I just saw an environment function. Or no, I'm being schizo. No, I'm just looking at a folder I already had open. Anyway, yeah. Should we include this here? Oh, Mr. Books is here. Hi, Mr. Books. How are you today? Right now we're continuing the rewrite, and everyone's joined along because coding is really interesting.
Is this true?
As in, this is probably the most boring footage to stream ever, but...
I will not be editing this. I cannot make this entertaining.
Alright, there's a reason I haven't clipped anything yet.
Alternatively, we can go for a mod pack, and not mod pack, a mod, if you prefer. I don't know. The only reason we are not working on a mod is because Deacon can't. It doesn't want to work on Java.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm kind of holding everyone back because I don't want to learn Java yet.
No, I generally think it's a good idea to not make this a mod.
Okay.
Trust me.
I mean, if we're gonna do a rewrite, we could... This is the right time to decide. But, like...
Yeah.
The other thing is, it has been kind of built up to be a data pack, and, like... We already pretty much got as close as we can to having the Java advantages in data pack form. Right? Because, like, we got JavaScript here now.
Not really, because we still need to figure out how to do the things in Datapack. We can just generate the codes for Datapack.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's how to multiply numbers. Well, not whole numbers, but...
You can multiply numbers in data packs. Can't you?
Yeah, but I mean, generally, it's how to, like, to multiply numbers. Like, let's say if you want to multiply 3.5 times a third, it would be harder in data packs. you need either a library
Multiply
or
everything by
you need
10.
what?
Well, then you know you keep going
Multiply
out,
everything by 10.
and then
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you have
No.
a fixed point precision.
yeah, Infinite Coder's talking about that in chat. In fact, Infinite Coder, this is like your favorite thing to talk about because he does all his math using teleport commands.
Yeah, generally, but what I'm saying is,
That would work.
it's you need every single detail you need to figure out. So it's kind of a pain always.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
Everything's got to go into scoreboards, and then you got to use scoreboard math, and some of it's limiting. A lot of it's limiting.
Creative limitations. My ass, I can't multiply fractions.
No, just
I'm
an
just-
example. But let's say you want to combine two strings. Now there is a how is it called? Macros, but
Before.
faster what?
Yeah, it was really.
But let's
bad.
say you want to split strings, or let's say you want user inputs.
Oh, we got
You
dialogues.
want- I don't. What?
Yeah, we got that.
1.21.6.
Yeah.
We got dialogues.
Dialogue, yeah. Yeah, but dialogue again, they use, I don't know, they use, I think they use macros.
Not to mention the whole thing with the whatchamacallit? I forgot what it was called. The whole, you could interact with they add the right click functionality, right click triggers to one of the marker mobs.
What interactions?
You mean interaction
Yeah.
entity?
Yeah, interactions.
We've been
Thanks.
using some of those.
And that's easier right there.
Yeah, but like more like
Yeah.
text, and I mean we can do it through books, or like before, but
And
now we got
always-
dialogue.
or
But like
signs.
you know, it's still like all limiting in every
But
factor.
carrying all the data. Carrying all the data inside of storage is annoying.
That too.
I
Like
wonder if
you
can-
want to go to get a specific jump pack of the specific player, so you need to look up his UUID inside of I don't know a list of all the players of either this or use this X coordinate or something like that. It's a pain.
Yeah.
Instead of using a map, you know, in Java, from
Right.
UUID to a I don't know a class that you made that can track of the specific jump and everything.
Right. It's a good question. It's a good question. If we switch.
I have stupid ideas brewing in my head.
Because, like, you know, at this point, if I'm gonna.
I mean, like,
I was
the
gonna-
thing about you, there isn't much difference between the player name and the UUID, is there? Like, being realistically? At least
yeah,
in Dapac.
because Flaming Thunder lost his account and changed his name twice after he got his new one, and we can't track that.
I guess that's fair, yeah.
You know, so, like, player name changes.
But do they have a different UI? But they still have a different UUID, don't they? Because they should have lost their account.
Well, I'm just saying, like, okay, on a new account, you switch your username, your UUID stays the same. You can't use usernames in case that happens.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
That's what I really meant, but it was just something relevant, so I mentioned it.
Fair.
You use the UUID.
Um,
Identifying player.
and UIDs kind of suck because, like, it's 4 integers, and so in some cases you can only use one number, so then you shorten it, but, like, that's not technically the full thing, so, like, there's, like, the 1 in a
You
millionth
usually
chance.
you usually use UUID as strings.
Yeah. Or you convert the string. Kulama, hi, how are you today? You're here. I use it, the first number, for scoreboard stuff. What's going on?
Hey Kulama.
We're all chatting as we're continuing conversion of Infinite Parkour into the new language, but we're kind of discussing the idea of if we should actually just turn this into a mod. Which would, I feel bad if we did, because OFAC just spent forever making this compiler, but it will still be used by other
No,
I
it's
genuinely do
alright,
not
I
think you
didn't
should.
spend too
I
much
genuinely
time
do
on
not think you should.
Okay.
I think it would kind of take away from the
because
spirit of Infinite Parkour to begin with.
aren't you supposed to be
That's true.
building the environment?
Well, that was my other question, if we should include if we should still separate the editor code into the folder like before, which we
No,
probably
I
should.
don't think so anymore. Cause yeah, I don't think so anymore.
Blaming doesn't think so because the environment code is kind of short already and also is only really used here. The only other reference is kind of small, if I believe. Or the only other thing it really does is do all the tick commands,
Canvas
which we
is
can
big.
separate anyway.
Yeah,
Canvas
we
is
just
pretty
separate the
big.
tick.
Environment is relatively small, but still.
Like,
I mean,
we could
there
probably
are a
still
few
separate the other
things
ones.
I do think we should separate because there are a lot of things. Maybe even separate things since not in the editor.
Yeah, you're saying we should separate more in general?
Yeah, I
That's
think.
fair. Because we can import now, so there's like
Editor
no
is the
downside.
easy separation. Editor is an easy separation, but I don't know how do you separate jumps and replay and all of that. That's easy, harder to separate.
Yeah, especially since there's probably a fair chunk of free play code that we'll reuse for other game modes. You know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into it. And then, you know, that's something we would be approaching either way because we're trying to start that new game mode. The campaign.
Yeah, even that's way harder to make. Like, let's say, I don't know, upgrade system using data packs and using Java.
And yeah, and making it all data driven too.
Yeah.
The best. Because, like, the other argument for the switching to mods is the fact that we're already making everyone learn JavaScript at this point. So, like, the
Yeah.
barrier of entry already increased. So there's less of a downside to going fully over and switching.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
Okay, Flaming. Have
yeah.
a good day.
Have a good day, guys. There is gonna be. It's gonna start being wild once you guys start making the other stuff.
Yeah, once we figure out this first.
Because the conversion is insane.
Yeah. If a coder brings up a point about you don't really need to know JavaScript to write in this, which is sort of true, except like there's still JavaScript fundamentals in here. But like, obviously I don't need to understand them, I just need to know how to use them.
What is this entire? What is the exact version for again? Exactly. Just. I know it's for jump packs, but like you don't have to like code to make the jump packs, do you?
So, what's the best way to describe this? Jump packs are all data that is just stored into the game, and we pretty much just, either interpret it and create the jumps as you play, or we let you save to it when you're in the editor.
Makes sense.
And it's literally just a bunch of like positions and details about the positions, and like what type of block it is, the rotations, all of that is what's stored into a jump pack.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that's really what the focus should be around when like trying to think of how the game works. It's really just more of interpreting that data compared to like anything else. Until obviously we add the new different game modes. And it gets more involved, more features. Only thing is, I'm guessing if we were to do a mod, we would have to rewrite everything, which we're already kind of doing, but like it'd be more extreme.
Converting, yeah. I think it's if we want to move to a mod, we need to do an entire rewrite, like not copy paste, but literally write everything again.
Yeah, which you kind of already did start with the plugin, but like obviously that's also a different thing.
Yeah.
You.
I
writing
did
everything
use
up
the
front
mod,
time.
I think, if I remember correctly.
Was that also a mod? We could technically like start from there.
Yeah.
Because like that was already cooking pretty fast. You're implementing stuff quickly.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out, not just, like the last thing I did was trying to figure out what I want to, how do I want to create a editor where you pick the jumps, because now it's a bit weird to use the slots and pages because we are not limited to, I don't know, say limited spots. We are way more free.
So it'd be more of a system of like, you would go to a new, whatever you want to call it, your next jump, and you'd be able to add one or cycle back between them. Something that has infinite expansion
like,
compared to pages.
Yeah, and rows and columns, I don't know.
It'd also save on lag to be able to just switch between like one, and then you could just have like the, what's it called, the hover like right above it. Or, you know, unless you wanted to display multiple, but, you know, that gets into the whole thing. The other concern, though, is probably the fact that we had other people working on this project, and I don't know how comfortable they are in Java.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I know Mr. Books is probably good with Java because he's making the whole compiler, and, like, I don't know, I'm guessing he wrote that in Java. It's a, you know, an actual, like, running executable.
I mean, in Java I made the mods in Java.
So, I'm sure you'd be good. Everyone else who's worked on the project, I don't know how comfortable Chiller Andurino is.
What's your favorite right now in Infinite Coder?
Wait, which one? I'm sorry.
I'm asking Infinite Coder.
Oh,
what's
okay,
the
sure.
favorite right now?
Java used to be their favorite language at one point. Oh, you know? We could get Infinite Coder on this. They've already been really helpful. I was thinking about that. I guess my main concern is, well, I kind of described to you earlier about how I would have to learn Java at the same time as programming this, but I'm sure I could figure it out with enough time. Actually, the other thing is I'm going to school for it, so.
For what? For Java?
Yeah. I selected Java out of all the languages.
That's a great way to practice.
It is a good way to
Really?
practice.
I mean,
Like, for real, if you want to learn a programming language, the best way to practice is have a project in that language.
It's true. That's the only way I've learned programming in any other way, which has obviously been in like pseudo languages, but still. Because then you learn how to do something better, and then you're actually motivated to like rewrite something or like learn it in the first place. That's like the main part. I mean, okay, what are the other major downsides from going to Java, you would say?
About having a server, let's say if we don't have players in the server, it looks bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if we made
if
a whole
server with only one player, if you're the only one in the server, then you might leave. So
people are more inclined to leave servers that aren't in there. But I mean, if it's also a client mod, and people could just play on their own, then obviously people would just do that.
Yeah, but I don't think we won't make a mod for a client so you download and play and you know, I don't think we will, unless we make it more of a mod pack. You know what I mean? Like there is some survival aspect of it.
I mean, that was the original idea with the data pack, was that it could run in a survival world, but we never really did much with it. You need the other Infinite Coders listing how we would need a loader and it would need to be updated every version, but like you kind of already had to do those too.
I genuinely think it would be better if we just kept, if you guys just kept it as it is currently is, that being the world. Mainly because, again, the whole accessibility thing about it. I think that's a really important aspect. Anyone can anyone can and install it easily, very very easily, without having to download any extra content or anything shady.
I mean, if we make a, you know, if we make it a server-side mod, it would be easier than a world because you just need to enter a server. You don't need to download anything.
That is very true, and I feel like a server side mod would be fine. Needing to download anything is where I feel like is where it'd be mainly a problem. But that also comes into the question: do you want this to just be a server?
Infinite Coder said I should make it a single command. Yes.
Oh my god.
We're going back.
Yes.
I mean, okay.
Imagine turning everything here into a single command.
We could technically do it. You know.
No, we can't because of the macros.
Oh yeah. No, dang it. Okay.
The one command block creation thing, which were always kind of really cool.
They were.
But yeah, you can't really do that with macros, can you?
No.
Macros, returns, and not a lot of things here. Things still don't work, but yeah.
The original, the very original version of Infinite Parkour could have been a one block. It kind of already was with the structure block. You know what? We were already there, Infinite Coder. Way back when.
Yeah, you made it commands, basically.
Yeah, Infinite Coder said that I would need one for expanding command limit, and then the other command being it itself, which is funny. That is kind of how it works now. Anyway, back to the mod thing. You know, call it leaks if you want, but the goal was to eventually bring things to a server, just because I think it'd be more interesting to be able to do, like, you know, community things with, like, submit a data pack, or submit a jump pack, you know, daily, weekly jump packs, you know.
I mean, I think that'd be especially cool, especially if, I mean, a server was kind of already, like, something that we were planning for, like,
we were thinking about
always
for a
was
while.
talked about.
Yeah.
And honestly, having all your projects available on a server would just be a really cool thing in general.
So, Infinite Coder said make it an MCC game. No, no.
No, genuinely, that would kind of go hard.
You know,
Remind me, what's MCC game?
Minecraft Championship, or no, the other one.
Master Chief Collection, I see. I don't think it is.
But anyway,
Like this BCG minigame collection would go. I would play on a server like that.
that was the end goal at some point. I just needed more content and more funds, but just because I was worried about
mean,
that.
I will gladly. I said it before. I'll say it again. I will gladly host a server until you can secure funds.
The only thing I'm worried about is if it. Well, this obviously won't happen, but if it blew up bigger, then we could support it, because then it gets like a bad taste in everyone's mouth, where it was like, this didn't work for 5 million
Well,
years.
If it goes bigger than you support it, then what you do is you set up a Patreon
YouTube membership.
and you can support. No, like.
I do have a solution for what we said about having players leave because they are the only one on the server. It's not really a solution, but some kind of like an idea generally. If you have some daily things you need to do, or I don't know, it kind of motivates a player to stay.
Oh, for
You know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah, like if
You have daily tasks.
or like challenges, or like, you know how like what's it called? How campaign mode was gonna expand with like cosmetics, if you led to some of that being like a login bonus or like XP system or whatever. You know, we would definitely have another mechanic there to support it, and I've always been thinking about stuff like that. And the idea, you know, Infinite Parkour being in all these different forms, the original form obviously just being like an easy way to do like parkour training or stuff like that, and like not needing the internet connection or whatever for like the data pack. It already kind of exists in that form, and we, you know, and right now we're like the intermediate form where it's like, yeah, you can now make a pack with these new blocks and it, you know, actually play on it. And then the third step here would being like the themes and stuff and making it more of a game. It kind of makes more sense if we made the more game-like aspects on the server anyway, like to begin with, just because it might get more use out of it. Like, okay, if you have the access to Infinite Parkour, the final version, either on a server or on a single player world, what are you more likely to play? Either way, I feel like you're always choosing the server. It's less setup. You have the opportunity to play with others, which you just are entirely missing on the single player experience. And I think it's just more appetizing. Like, you can still have the single player experience on the server if you would really want, but you can't have it the other way unless you're doing local hosting.
Yeah, there is another downside for a server, which is the latency.
Yeah, the parkour stuff.
If you don't have much internet or
And I wouldn't really be able to get to servers around the world quickly. The issue. Infinite was saying how they would always prefer the server. I think we did a poll like this before, and a lot of people agreed in the same way, where server was huge. I can go. Oh, I found it right now. Actually, single player was huge as well, but that's because I kind of phrased it weird. Because I kind of made it seem like you wouldn't be able to get the single player experience on the server, which obviously you would be able to. Like, you know, you just don't
Or
invite.
there's also the fact that some people just have shitty internet.
Yeah, and that's
And
why single player
I feel
experience
like-
is preferred.
I mean, ultimately, it will just have to, I guess it just comes down to we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see where the project goes. Or you
Well,
guys will. I don't know.
the other thing
I'm
is,
acting like I'm part of this. I'm not making any of the code for this. I should probably stop acting like part of this.
the other thing is we kind of want to make the decision around here before we rewrite. So it's a good point that we're bringing it up now.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, if we continue developing on a data pack, we'll make the server switch eventually anyway, and it's obviously going to be the
only
same
12
amount of work.
votes, so only 12. No, sorry, 12 comments. So we're how many votes? 191. So yeah.
The other thing about that vote, though, is also, I think there was a Discord counterpart. I'm not sure if I also did it in Discord or not. It might have been that, because I might have been dumb back then. Or what was the other thing that I did?
Yeah, but Discord member worth more. So
Yeah, there's more votes here. The other thing is, one, you don't know when people added those votes. It could have been anywhere in development. Two, development looked different back then. Three, non-viewers can also vote on things, and someone might have just skewed it without even knowing what Infinite Parkour is. There's a lot of different factors.
yeah.
Means the vote's still up.
Yes.
So
There's
check the vote
no
right now.
there's no end time to it. Yeah, Ofek just posted a screenshot on it. Anyway, Infinite Parkour, or Infinite Coder, not Infinite Parkour, was talking about how playing alone is boring, and they would either do Twitch or YouTube on a single player world, or just go to a server and play alone there, or set up a server, play co-op map with a friend, and they're suggesting to make it a server now, because it's probably more accessible in that way.
Fair enough.
The other thing is that we would take a lot of the processing power off the client and onto the server, which is huge for people with not great computers. Because you know how big jump packs are right now? Or, like, they can get? Like, 0.2 was a huge jump pack, and it didn't even use a full page.
I found it here.
And then, yeah, here's... And server 1 in the Discord, which makes sense. 66 votes, really? Dang.
Yeah, but again, each people on the Discord worth more because they are like people that came.
They care more
to
about the
your
project.
Discord. Yeah.
For sure. I 100% agree with you.
Also, I have things I need to get done, so I'm gonna head out right now. Peace, gamers.
Okay,
see ya.
see you.
And
Bye. Bye.
But yeah, I do think all points are really valid. The other thing is, in theory, you get it on a server faster. We could secure funding some way faster, and then be able to. We would be able to basically make a single player experience faster later anyway, if really needed to, depending on how big things get, obviously, and if there's a demand for it. People may not even want it at that point.
converting a mod to data pack is hard.
That's
Definitely.
true. But if I had the money for it and to hire people to actually just work on it, it would get done eventually.
Yeah, but there are things you can do on data packs that you can't do on a
That too.
server.
It wouldn't be
No,
one
sorry.
to one for sure.
And the mod that you can't do on that pack. I said it the other way around.
Yeah, I got what you meant. That's true. It wouldn't be a one-to-one experience, but
Yeah.
the other thing is like, you know, I obviously wanted to eventually make like the data packs a big like content thing where, you know, with the campaign mode where
You
you're
can
like
work on stuff for free.
you're able to like play through the different jump packs within like the different themes, and like while in a single player experience, you know, that makes sense as like a game. I think it's just way more accessible on a server in general.
What I mean, what more accessible?
Like how the different like themes and like jump packs that go along with themes of stuff, like on a server, we can make it more like encompassing with like other aspects of the server, and like I don't know what I'm really trying to say, but like I don't know, it's making more sense to me that way.
We can make events based, for example, and updates
Yeah.
regularly.
The events thing is not like a really huge part of it, you know, because I like doing stuff like that. And it'd be a lot easier that way. If a coder's talking about how we can work on stuff for free, smiley face. It only goes so far though. I don't. Yeah. I feel, also I do feel bad about it, but it is. You know, people do volunteer, which is really nice. If you want to isolate players though, you wouldn't be able to do it with a data pack alone. What do you mean by that? Isolate
What do
players.
you mean isolate players? We are already isolating players to each lane. We have a lane system.
That's yeah. If you're talking about that part, I'm thinking that they're thinking like server wide, but like we don't need to isolate server wide. So we kind of already got that figured out. Like, you know, where everyone's in a different like running world instance. We don't need to with the lanes.
Also, data packs are way harder to debug.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could be going wrong.
Yeah. Like generally, I think data packs have more downsides. Let's say it like that.
Overall, for sure. And the upsides that come with it can probably get turned around if you want players to play separately from each other. Yeah, no, we already have the lane isolation system in the data pack. That's been handled. If a player joined my world right now, they wouldn't be with me.
Yeah. But there was a bug there at some time, I remember.
When is there not
That
bugs?
you like, I think it was like if someone starts after you, your path won't continue, something like that.
And there'd be like
Yeah.
multiple.
Yeah, it's hard to work on multiple players.
GeoI, hi, welcome to the stream. He asked, they wouldn't be with you, not even in the same lobby, and that is true. Yeah, no, these are all lane instanced. I could kind of show a little bit of that.
Yeah, like press F3.
Oh yeah, look at my X position when I reload. We're at 11,263.
wow,
Now we're at
that's
10,000. By the way, there's an issue here where previous lanes are not being like cleared from the system, so I keep getting pushed further out. Which is why the warper that was behind me in the first stream is just gone for good. It's in one of the old lanes. How is that working, Infinite Coder asked? Well, we like save all the online players in a list. Well, I shouldn't say OFAC developed it, but I'm pretty sure you're just saving every player that joins into a list, dedicating them like 1,248 something like that amount of blocks.
2024, yeah.
Yeah, I was close.
And power of 2. This
And-
is power of 10.
Yeah, and then spawning them each with their own structure of the lobby, of the markers, and everything is in the code is developed in a way to be using distances that are within the range. Yeah, they're spread
Yeah,
out along the
exactly.
x-axis. Infinite coder.
And they have their own chunk, what's it called?
Force load.
Force loaded and stuff.
Yeah.
To make sure everything works.
Which is a part we actually just like looked at. The editor is also instanced, right? Is the editor also like separated per player? I thought you did something about that there.
Yeah, I think was F3.
I'm-
No, I
well,
don't remember.
It's possible that I'm just replacing the same one over and over because maybe this one actually removes
I
them.
think I started it, but I didn't make it fully.
That's possible.
Like I made a way to delete the editor and spawn it, but I didn't make it a lane system
Yeah.
that remembers where are the players and all of that.
But yeah, I did see some of the remnants in there. It was on the way. You would benefit
Yeah, I
from
was
this.
thinking about a server that doesn't save chunks. I did even make a system that generates words, and each player is in a world or something like that.
Oh, you went all the way to the
Because in the
worlds?
past it was, yeah, generating words dynamically, creating new words.
Or the dimensions? Or just full on
Yeah,
new world?
new-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was, yeah, we were thinking about that. Because the other thing is that we were going to use dimension, what was it called? Dimension generation and modify that. Or like with the biomes. At some point we were looking into it. There's been a lot of ideas thrown around. A lot of different directions we can go in. Since the beginning.
We can, for example, make a world and then create a duplicate of this world and open it and put a player in it.
Right.
And then another player comes, so we create another duplicate and put the other player there.
And then
The only downside is we might save a lot of chunks. So maybe we need to find a way around it.
That's true.
Maybe we can just use packets that
Oh yeah.
packets are a bit more confusing.
The best. Like, cause you're talking about like instancing on a server at that point, right?
Basically, what packets do is you basically tell the clients directly what you want them to see.
Yeah, instead of sending everything from the server over.
Yeah.
I've like I understand packets a tiny bit, where like you're able to like send information directly to certain positions and like everything technically gets sent over in packets, but you can like create your own instead of using the default way of how they get sent over. Stuff like that, and then like whatever else you would need. Just get a server that wouldn't save chunks.
Yeah, we are making a mod so we can, like, I don't know, make a, how is it called? Inject code that we want, like delete, like skip the part that the server save chunks, stuff like that.
And because like in
I might have already done that.
because like in theory, if it's all entity stuff and no blocks ever really get placed or that need to be saved at any point, then you just skip that entire process within the world.
Plugin.
Or
I like
within the server.
mods more. I like mods more because we can, for example, use a mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making a plugin to be a viable alternative. We've dived into that a little bit too, or more like OFEC dived into it. But yeah.
Yeah.
And you got pretty.
Maybe you can also use mixing with mods, but with plugins. But I don't know. I didn't use plugins in a long while.
Yeah. And I don't think I've done much plugin stuff. I've the most I've done in plugins is I watched someone else try to program something in plugin. That's as far as I get. You can manage force loads with just a
Yeah,
data
of
pack.
course.
Yeah.
We can use also.
I mean, we kind of already are, but yeah. Okay, I think we'll have to keep. Well, see, here's the trouble spot because this is kind of my last stream for a little bit before while I take my break, and I don't want to pressure people to like working on stuff while I'm gone, but obviously I also want to leave that option open. So it's like what I don't want to put people into working on what we're doing here if we're not going to even use it
You
anymore.
can just think about it meanwhile,
You know, yeah.
while you're on a, what did you say, vacation?
Yeah, I'm on a little trip. I won't be at my computer.
Mm.
I'll still have access to
Okay,
Discord,
so,
obviously, but yeah.
yeah, you can think about it meanwhile if you want. Consider the option of using a server or data pack or
Because, you know, it's
yeah.
just, it's getting to that point, I feel like, where data packs are just coming with more downsides and more downsides. And, like, obviously they've been
Yeah.
making, the only upside is really they've been making stuff more data driven, but, like, at a point, you just hit a limit. And I think we're approaching that.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, Mr. Brooks
Yeah.
was talking about that limit to me at one point about like how data, like there is just straight up a data limit to data packs where you wouldn't no longer be able to use one or something like
Yeah,
that.
like we won't maybe be able to make the data pack on a server, let's say, with people, with a lot of people, because then I don't know, one player will decide to make a jump pack with a lot of, I don't know, interesting jumps. So we won't want to delete it, let's say, but it will be really heavy, and then another one will want to make this, and then I don't know, we have a huge data storage.
Yeah,
Yeah, for example,
this jump. Like, okay, imagine 10 players having this running at once. The client is just not handling that, or the server's not handling
yeah.
that either.
Yeah, and then another player that has a, I don't know, a bad client, let's say, bad computer,
Bad connection.
won't be able to render this. So maybe we need to enable, let's say, how is it called? You know, maybe we need a low, I don't know how it's called.
Low graphic setting.
Like making it without animation, let's say, that the
Yeah.
blocks suddenly appear, and then they don't need to render a lot of entities.
And then the other thing though is like making that manage per player. You can't really do that. And you know, like okay, if one player has a setting that lets them see the rotations, or someone else doesn't, it wouldn't really work that way. It'd have to all be global. I mean, except for obviously we could control like per editor room, but like, you know, if two players are in the room with all the entities, and one player's still spinning, the other player isn't, like, it doesn't work that way. If that makes sense. I don't know. I get what you mean though. Like we could have like lower render options, or like we could call some of these faces or whatever if we had, you know, a mod.
Yeah. Well, I just had an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Imagine if you are inside of this room and you press on one of these holograms, so you shrink down. You see like you shrink down, but instead you you teleport to another room, and you know, with entity scale and all of that, and then you can edit a jump itself,
Yeah.
and then you can go out.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
For example, that's something, it would be way harder on a data pack than on, like, this system alone is something that is way more manageable on a, you know, on a server than on a data pack. The fact that I made it is a bit, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of these kind of things.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're just hitting that point in the scope. I should say, Infinite Poker or Infinite Coder was talking about at this point they would just write their own server, some kind of library, and like being able to like pretty much handle all the server stuff ourselves. Yeah, it'd be like a transition animation.
What's
for code.
the balance? Let's see.
Also, hi,
Server framework.
Cassidy P. Welcome to the stream.
Is it? It seems like Rust, right? Is it like a fully a server written in Rust? Yeah, it seems like very minimal documentation.
Yeah.
What is the balance?
Probably not much different from plugins, but like rewriting the server side stuff. I think balance is a server library. Finding out. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Minecraft server framework.
I did use a little bit servers, like trying to make my own servers.
Yeah. I sent a link to you.
Yeah, I still got.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, balance servers. Which star doesn't give much. What does it say? Rust framework for
The overview on my screen is like
modular and high performance Minecraft servers. Yeah. So maybe we should go for that. The only issue is that it's Rust and Rust is harder to write on.
Really?
We can do that. I need to learn Rust, let's say it like that. I want to learn Rust.
Yeah, we could both learn new languages now.
Yeah. Like I did use Rust in the past. And I know generally what it is about, but
Not me.
yeah, I need to be more familiar with the syntax.
I know Sergio knows how to write on Rust. Let's get Sergio
Like
on
if
it.
you tell me to write something on Rust, I will be able to. Using an AI, yeah, that's it. No, really, right now I use mostly AI to write code, so.
It's crazy how fast it's been implemented already. From like just like the bare minimum to like it's so much faster to because it just understands all the syntax and like way faster than like a human could.
Yeah. Question is, what are we able to do with Valence, for example? Are we able to, let's say, load a world with Valence?
Yeah, I'm confused at what level it like executes on. Oh, I found the GitHub. See if it has more info.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
It says abstractions for the full breadth of the Minecraft protocol.
Yeah, Minecraft protocol, I can assume they made all of the Minecraft protocol, but can we, for example, load worlds or load worlds is the main thing, let's say, but I don't know, save data we can do on our own. Let's see. Current status.
Yeah, I'm reading that part right now.
Achievements. Valence NBT speedy new library for Minecraft main binary tag.
Are they rebuilding the game?
Oh, that's good. That's important. Authentication and encryption.
Oh yeah.
Block states, chunks, entities and metadata.
I think
Bounding volume, hierarchy, fast spatial entity queries, player list, player skins, dimensions, and world, JSON text API, fabric mode for extracting data from game into JSON files. This file are processed with script to generate Rust code for project like JSON that can run in other projects as well. I guess like having more blocks, for example, inventory, items, particles, anvil file format, read only. Okay, yeah, that's about reading words.
Okay. Ooh, it wouldn't have.
Are we going to save words? I don't think we are going to save words, so it's alright.
So we wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to save worlds, but we wouldn't need to.
Anvil file format is word files, for example.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, stupid. You know it or?
I vaguely remember seeing it on the wiki. I knew when I saw it, I recognized it was the world file format.
Basically, how it works is there is a list of all the chunks, and each chunk has all of the had NBT,
Yeah.
something like that. So
And yeah, there's separate ones for like entities, blocks, and everything else in there.
yeah,
And the anvil
Yeah,
kind of like
basically
stitches those
just
together.
the idea is just to not have too many sections here, just the sections you have loaded.
Right.
Yeah, I think I did make a anvil parser once.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fun project idea there. It's kind of that's kind of like what a world editor does, like Amulet, where it is kind of just like
Yeah, world editor would make it. Use it.
it's kind of just an anvil file.
Not
format.
world edit, like world painter, how it's called, MC painter.
What was it? What's the original one called? MC Edit?
MC painter now. MC edit, maybe.
Does that sound familiar? Something like that. I know Amulet's like
No,
what people
MC
use
edit
now.
is the. Yeah, MC edit.
Yeah, MC Edit. That's pretty much an Anvil editor.
Yeah.
MC Edit 2 beta 2016. Oh, they got stuck in development. Unfortunate. I remember everyone used to use that. Okay, well, really interesting. I wonder. Here's the thing: their current status is interesting. That they have everything listed there. My question is, what don't they have implemented?
Yeah, that's the question.
'Cause, like, you technically just have to compare with like everything in.
Also, they say balance is still in early development with many features unimplemented or incomplete, which they can encounter bugs, limitation, or breaking changes.
Yeah, I see that too. So that's always a possibility.
Concerning. We can alternatively make our own, but that's even harder.
Right. Not possible.
But we can use our own programming language.
Oh boy. More syntax to figure out.
No,
No.
again, I'm saying, we can pick our programming language.
Yeah, that's what you
Like,
really
if we
mean.
want to make JavaScript, or if we want Java, or if we want, I don't know, C#, or if we want Rust, but Rust I don't think we want.
It's all HTML.
HTML, yeah, let's go for HTML.
Which is totally a language all by itself. Nothing
Yeah,
else
right.
involved.
Is there another one like Balance that we can trust more?
There's probably a ton out there. Oh, Python. We could write in Python.
Honestly, I do want to make something like that. It's a project I wanted to do in a while. Something like Balance.
Yeah. Mhm.
Uh,
I'm looking on right now to see what other ones are out there. I'm finding a lot of. I just searched up
Okay, good
Minecraft
night.
server libraries, and I'm
Okay.
getting a lot of different results. All right, Infinite Coder, you have a good night. Thanks for coming by. You want Rust,
You want
right?
Rust wants you.
No, don't make me. Not another. I'm supposed to end here soon, like 30 minutes ago, Loki. So, Regix is also Turing complete. This is information I did not need to know.
It's not. It's not doing complete. Like, it is the lower level.
Oh, he put the
That's
asterisk. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, you almost fooled me.
Maybe you can make subsection of regex that is doing complete, but regex on its own, if you use it as to determine if strings are in certain classes, then it's not doing complete.
Yeah.
That's like the most formal way to describe it.
Could you use regex on regex code to then replace itself? Oh no.
Technically, yeah.
Mr. Books, we were talking about what Infinite Coder was
the
talking
thing
about.
about regex is you can't detect everything compared to, let's say, a Turing code that, again, you can't detect anything, but you can detect everything that is possible with Turing code. Something like that. It's
Yeah.
the definition is kind of cyclic,
Yeah.
or not the definition, but it's like the
It needs itself to like sustain itself. It like just run it. You know.
it can how is it called? It can simulate itself.
Yeah. Regex has recursion and subroutines. You get there eventually.
Yeah, if you get recursion, but again, that's not exactly.
Yeah.
If you have recursion, you already have more than a default regex.
You can run regex on itself. Is that where the most insane stuff happens in Infinite Coder?
Can you have something like a regex that detects a string, and the string begins with the regex, a delimiter, and then the string, and the regex only accepts the string if the internal regex accepts its internal string. You know what I mean?
I
Something
understand.
like,
Yeah. I wonder if that's
I'm asking
possible.
like Infinite Coder if they know.
The
Like imagine if you do regex that match.
regex that matches regex that is matching the stuff inside of the
Let's do it JavaScript style.
Okay. I gotta end stream here, unfortunately. But this has been a fun conversation. It's been good to describe stuff. Are you talking about the compiler? We were for a little bit, Mr. Books. We were basically
Something
OFIC
like that.
finished the compiler, and then we were starting to convert things over. But then we've kind of been talking about whether or not we should move stuff to like a mod and make it more server-side stuff instead of just a data pack. Because, you know, eventually the data pack will limit us. So.
No, I don't talk about eval. I'm talking.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you loop
but
it
the
manually.
question is, can you construct a regex, like I said, that can parse the regex and then execute it on a string? If so, then it's still incomplete. Let's say it like that, because. Oh, you mean like apply this way?
Why do you want to rewrite all the time so badly? It's just an urge. We need to. Well, the reality is, since I've been in the code and it's bad. It gets bad. Okay. The stuff that I've written specifically, like, it's just there's flaws everywhere. So yeah, I do kind of have an urge to rewrite badly. This would be like the
That's
fifth
what
time.
programmers do. They rewrite.
It's a
and
sign of learning.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a sign you improved yourself and now you know more. And you know how bad you have been.
Exactly. That's the words of wisdom for the stream.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do the thing where I put it over to end stream so that I could like think about ending stream again. Thanks to everyone who came by. Thank you so much to OFEC and everyone else who chatted with us today. So I wasn't just screaming into a void for 4 hours. It was a little bit more fun that way. But yeah, Infinite Coder's talking about you can interpret some 5 rejects with like back references stuff. Yeah, thank you so much, OFEC. I appreciate you coming here. Bye bye. So yeah, but it's important if you're talking about matching or substitution. Yeah, big difference there. Yeah, okay. I'll force myself raid. Who do we raid though? I gotta go look at the people that I like follow and see if there's anyone good to raid. Uh-oh. None of the streamers that I'm friends with are live, I don't think. Let's just go scroll through Minecraft. The latency? Uh-oh. Now you know how long it is. Bye, Infinite Coder. Wait, I gotta find someone to raid though. Or should I find someone doing development stuff? I don't know what you guys want to watch. You know, this is usually why I end quickly, because now I'm just sitting here scrolling. Trying to think if there's anyone good. Oh, Mr. Brooks, you want to speak here at the end? I think you're kind of late. Unfortunately, you could have asked earlier. All right, I'll just hit the end button then. Goodbye. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Bye.